Alright, welcome everyone to the 2 times speed tournament. It's a 8-player invitational, $500 on the line. And the first match is going to be Spirit here in the bottom right, spawning as the red Terran player against Goblin, who's in the top left. Goblin's opening up with a double gas, and Spirit is opening up with an eBay block, I think. Let's see if Goblin actually spotted that eBay. I think he did. Goblin's not going to care. I think he's opening up... Oh, he's very late with the Cybercore. I think he waited like 5-6 seconds before building that, or at least 5 real seconds. A couple of scouts are running past one another. Pretty high speed, and here comes the first proxy Stargate. I think it's going to be a pretty quick game. 1 minute in, and the first Stargate is already going down. Spirit is going for a factory after the first 2 Marines. Should get a bunker as well here at some point on the high ground. eBay on the other side of the map still hasn't been cancelled. I'm glad to see that that Goblin is just deciding to stick with his guns. That, of course, is the proxy Void Ray. These 2 Marines try to go down to some damage. But Goblin is taking a lot of time with building his units. This Void Ray started too late. This Cybercore started too late as well. And every single second that you are too late, of course, counts double. So it's not quite brilliant. Now this Adept is going to be capable of shading out. Here comes the Void Ray into the main base. Starts attacking the SCV. Doesn't quite get it. Goblin is extremely scared of using this Void Ray. Now starts fighting this Marine a little bit. Needs to be careful though, because his battery energy is also getting destroyed. Microing a Cyclone is going to be tough, but keeping the Void Ray alive also, of course, kind of sucks. We immediately have Macfield Accelerator on the way as well. 2 Void Rays moving in right now. Trying to find some damage. Might be capable of getting this Cyclone. Will be capable of getting this Cyclone. Void Ray almost dies as well though. Goblin is very careful here with his control. No next Cyclone on the way yet. Here it comes. We have constant SCV repair on this bunker. Bunker will fall the moment the overcharge gets popped, which should be about now. A lot of these batteries are quite low. And at this point, I think that Spirit should probably give up his front. There's no real use anymore. Goblin floating a fair amount of money as well. Could maybe even build a Nexus, but let's quickly keep looking to see what's going on. Barracks flies back closer to the natural. Wants to keep that alive for constant Marine production. Macfield Accelerator has finished as well right here. We see, what is this? 8, 9 batteries. But none of these are in a position where they're going to be particularly useful. Even defending the natural for Spirit should not be much of an issue here. Oh, here comes a couple of lock-ons on these Void Rays. I think 1 went down. Yeah, 1 Void Ray went down so far in total. And Spirit probably should be looking at a bit of a counter-attack in the near future. He's getting a CC on the high ground, which surprises me, because his low ground is completely safe at this point. 4 Cyclones are, of course, completely capable of stopping this. Does need to be careful, though, with the Cyclones, because if he gets caught out of position for half a second, he'll lose all of them at exactly the same time. So I admire his confidence with the movement, but, I mean, you just have these Void Rays, prismatic aligning on these Cyclones, and they'll go down. Oh my god. This also goes real fast, though. These Void Rays literally die within half a second. And Spirit so far doesn't really seem to care too much that his opponent is mining from a natural. So right now his CC is also starting to float over. 33 SCVs against 33. Overall, I think the position is good here for our Terran player. Did have to drop 2 depots. And there's even some potential here for an attack. That could be dangerous. There's no second... Well, I guess there's a Twilight Council, which could provide some type of secondary attack. For now, doesn't look like Goblin's doing anything. These 3 Void Rays are hidden. Could fly in, try to kill a command center. There's nothing really staying at home at this point. As Spirit makes its way across the map. 21 Marines. There's 7 Cyclones on the map right now. Here come the Void Rays. We'll start working on these SCV. Cyclone in the main base might be capable of killing at least one of these. At the same time, oh, good force fields out of Goblin. I missed it. And I think so did Spirit for a little bit at least. There's just so many Marines. And look at these bad boys hobble. Cyclones locking onto batteries as well. I think this first game is going to be over pretty soon once this super battery runs out. All the Void Rays went down in the main. So did the command center though. Oh, the Void Rays actually got recalled. I didn't quite catch that. I don't think it's going to matter, as Goblin is, well, in the process of dying. He's pulling all the workers down, but Marines still have a high rate of fire and will take absolutely everything to pound down here. Blink forward out of Goblin, who has a lot of minerals in the bank and quite a bit of gas as well. But Spirit's still in a pretty commanding... Gets a 3rd CC. Playing against 4 workers and he gets a 3rd CC. That is the Spirit that I love. A couple of bunkers as well as a starport going down at this point. These Stalkers are looking to get some damage in. Oh, they have Blink as well. Tank a little bit too strong, and Spirit takes game number 1. An extended Void Ray Rush ends up not working, and within 5 minutes and 33 seconds, we have our first game won for Spirit. And we'll be heading into game number 2 as quickly as possible. This went a lot faster than I remembered it going. Not necessarily the game, but just how fast everything moves. It feels like it's faster than just 2 times. You know what I mean? Just things happen quickly. But then the fights, you know, well, they're usually already quite short. So I guess it is what it is. All right, we'll invite both the players. Next map is going to be here on 2K Atmosphere. Slightly larger map. It seems that Spirit has a decent idea of what he wants to do exactly. It's also very difficult to keep track of everything that's going on because it moves so fast. And I feel the need to start speaking a lot quicker because things are happening fast. But of course, that doesn't really help very much. Ask both players if they're ready right now. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Yeah, people are saying it looks like a good mode to practice on, but actually, I don't think that's the case because it's just slightly too fast. You can't really control your units properly. The macro is too difficult. I think it might be more useful if you practice on like 1.1 times speed maybe, which is a lot closer to what you usually play. But 2 times speed is just a little bit too ridiculous. Like the unit control is so hard. And I can't wait until we see a TVZ and we see banelings rolling into mines. It's going to be hard to micro against mines, but at the same time it's also going to be very difficult, of course, to micro against any type of baneling. Because once they connect with the Marines, you're just dead. Splits are going to be hard. Glad we have Clem in the tournament. I didn't quite mention all the players yet, but of course we had Spirit Goblin, uThermal versus Lambo, Skillous versus Elazer, and Clem versus Bly as well as our final match in the round of 8. Then we'll move into a round of 4. And then from there on out we have the final, which will be played in best of 7. This is a best of 5 still. Spirit is up 1-0 against Goblin, once again going for that eBay block. And Goblin here with a double pylon in the main base, double gas as well. Gets the cybernetic score ASAP. As we see Spirit, well... Oh, he's checking if the third base is being taken, and now he knows. Well, actually, what is he doing? What is Goblin doing here? Is he gonna proxy a base in the corner? I think he just might. No. He's gonna proxy something else here in the corner, but what is that going to be? He's also going to be too late, because his Cybercore already finished up. Which means that his Twilight Council, or his Stargate, whatever he wants to build... Yeah, it's going to be a Twilight Council. It's just going to be a little bit delayed. By about 30 seconds. Research seconds, at least. So, real seconds. Not the half-time seconds. That we're working with right now. Or double second? I'm not quite sure. Math's never been my strong suit. These Marines walk like absolute idiots. They look slower than they walk with Stim. It looks a little bit like speed walking. I've once seen that in the Olympics. It's like people trying very hard not to run, but still move quickly. That actually is the most ridiculous sport there is. Unless one of you, of course, is into speed walking. In that case, keep going. But in general, it just looks odd. A speed walker over here. All right. DT drop out of Goblin, and it's going to hit about 2 minutes into the game. I don't think he's going to be quite capable of getting triple DT, but double DT definitely should be possible here. 1. Nothing yet. Just 1. Does he also have blink or what? No, he doesn't have blink. So it's just a single DT. Staying at the front. Now the DT is going to go into the main base. And of course here the response time out of Spirit is going to determine absolutely everything. Because you start losing workers so quickly. Harass is extremely broken in this mode. And I think that Goblin just realized that here. Harass is so good because the response time of the player initially is way shorter than you usually have. So if you just let a couple of DTs go ham, just like that, you lose 4 or 5 Marines immediately. Now a lot of these SCVs are going to get taken out. These Marines are falling quickly as well. As the Protoss player is taking a big bite out of the eco of his opponent. Cyclone's going to lock on to this prism. We'll get it. These DTs will fall if there is another scan. Sadly for Spirit, there is no other scan. At least not for another 2-3 seconds. Here comes the next scan, but then the recall as well. Follow-up is going to be another Prism. We have Blink on the way as well. DTs can morph into an Archon and go for a bit of an Archon drop. These Marines are quickly moving forward and are going to get slashed. I think this game is over. 3 minutes is all it took. As Goblin is absolutely light years ahead in this game. Is Stim already done? Yeah, Stim is done. Combat Shield is done. We have supply blocks also become a lot more impactful, by the way. Especially if you don't realize for a while. Oh, there goes the Siege Tank. Gets sniped out by these DTs. Yeah, Raz is so powerful in this mode. It's actually crazy. DTs are going to drop into the main base, but I think Spirit is just extremely dead. Like, extremely dead at this point. DTs are, well, still gonna get picked up as well. Goblin isn't even really macroing at this point. He's long distance mining from a third base. Why he's doing that, no one really knows. Because there's plenty of minerals to, to build a third base and also add 4 or 5 extra gateways. Spirit wishes he had that luxury. He still believes he has a chance as well. That's of course not completely true. We have Shadow Stride being researched at this point as well. Spirit is, he's having a prolonged death animation here. At least it's a quick death animation, that's also important. Loses the Cyclone, Prism stays alive, DT stays alive. Here comes the Stim of the Marines and the DT's taking a little bit of damage. These Stalkers aren't really doing much of anything. The macro also isn't happening behind all of this. 2k minerals in the bank currently for Goblin, who's floating a fair amount. We have 5 more Stalk. He blinked and then just stopped moving for like 2 seconds. God, they look so stupid. God, they look so dumb, these units. Look at them go. Absolute speedwalkers. Absolute speedwalkers. Okay, 4 more gates on the way here for Goblin. Brings the total up to 9, I believe. He can just kill his opponent. Why doesn't he? He's just styling on Spirit at this point. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that. Just to finish the game. You can just blink in, mate. He's just standing in this tank shot. What was that? Okay, maybe Spirit actually has a chance if Goblin's gonna keep playing like this. I mean, Goblin's been floating like 2 to 3k resources for the past 2 in-game minutes. Or for the past 1.5 in-game minutes, which is... What is that? 3 minutes? Real time? I have no clue how this works. God, if time travel ever gets invented, I wouldn't use it because it would be too complicating for me, I think. Holy crap. Okay, we have a... Is this a mine drop? No, this is a 4 Marauder drop. So we have 2 drops moving out. However, there's also a huge army at the front here. And with the blink, I mean, yeah, just GG gets called. 1-1 is the score here. And our first best of 5 of the day as we... Just kind of want to see this go down real fast. Look at this. This is a thing of beauty. A time-lapse of a Terran base getting destroyed. Oh. This is why you wake up in the morning. It's not to smell the roses, to see the beautiful sights on the horizon. No, it's to look at your screen and see things like this. What's the third map again? Let's have a quick look here. Glittering Ashes. Okay, so Glittering Ashes with the speed mod. As we have a tight series to start with. Pretty close one. I like to see these players being this close in skill as well. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to the Bly series later on as well. Because we get to see Proxy Hatch at high speed. Which is it's going to be very, very interesting, I think. It's going to be the fastest Proxy Hatch we've ever seen in our entire life. So I'm looking forward to that. Third map's going to be Glittering Ashes. Between Goblin, who's rocking the Rotty portrait, and Spirit, who's... I'm not quite sure what this portrait is. Alright, top right's going to be Goblin. Bottom left, Spirit. Let's take a look at our openers once again. So the opener is just going to be important. We have a 14 pylon coming out of Goblin. We have no worker being sent across the map. Spirit forgot his worker for like a second there. Now, of course, that counts for 2. So it needs to be careful. I think his depot also is too late, actually. Starts the barracks, all on time. This is looking very solid. Nice opener. A simulator, gateway. Okay. What is this bad boy going to do? Oh, he's still going to go for a bit of a block, I guess. second gas on the way, as well as... Well, no Cybercore! He's forgetting the Cybercore. Look at this. He completely forgot about the Cybercore. That's a huge error. Uh-oh. Oh, Goblin. That is absolute pain right here. At the same time, what is Spirit doing? Spirit's floating 200 gas at this point. And now gets a reactor and a factory. I'm not sure why he was floating 200 gas. Something really important must have been happening during all of this. Stargate at home. This game is very odd. Even for a 2x speed game, honestly. What's this? Armory? Oh, I like this a lot. So he's going to go for some drops with mines. I actually think mine drops are the most broken thing. Imagine... What? He's a Void Ray. Imagine you get drilling claws on these mines. They'll instantly burrow. It's like you won't even have a reaction time. Okay. That probe dies. We're still going to need to see a CC at some point. I was just going to keep building more and more mines. First Void Ray is out already, and we'll start looking for that medevac. This is going to be the medevac that decides the game. And then the second medevac will be the one that decides the game. And then after that, the third one will be the one that decides the game. He's not building any workers, Goblin. Look at this. Okay, here comes the medevac. With boost, it's almost impossible to... Okay. Oh, no target fire on the mines. He got 7 kills with the first 4 mines. And all of them, except for 1, are still alive. Now, here comes the second medevac. First observer is on the way. These mines will get another shot in. We have 10 kills so far on these mines. This bad boy is not going to shoot again. And here comes the next medevac. The camera, the automatic camera is too slow to chase it. That's actually pretty wild. Quick response out of Goblin though. And of course these are not drilling claw mines, but there's still a fast response time to that threat. We have 4 Void Rays out currently. As Spirit is... Wait, he's building Marines? Rather than tech labs on these. Oh, he's probably afraid of a counter-attack with a couple of Void Rays. We have another 4 mine drop coming out. I think he should wait until he sees Void Rays on his side of the map. Obviously no use going in. Oh, that's that. That's that. That's so dead. Oh! Goblin didn't see it, and now the medevac's already in your main base, buddy. Goblin will need to drop! Hello? Okay, finally we see the drop. Boom, boom, boom. Mines get all the hits in. And this, well... Medevac is going to die. Let's take a look in the main base. Do we have Stim yet? No, Stim is almost done. Combat Shield hasn't started yet. These Void Rays are quickly taking out lots of workers. This is absolute chaos right here. I have no clue what's going on, but... I think that Spirit is... Well, okay, well, he just lost Combat Shield. That's not good. Forgot to Stim there for a couple of seconds as well. Is something happening on the other side of the map? I want to have a... Okay, he still has 1 mine in the natural. He's going to target that, but it's going to be slightly too late. The mine gets taken out. Void Rays are looking for angles to kill stuff in. Worker count is extremely close, and now is less close, because in 2 seconds these Void Rays just freaking killed all these work. Hello, we need to repair! Repair! And respond as well. Very slow response out of Spirit. Still has a... Where's the Marines? Oh, it's all going across the map. So we get a bit of a base trade scenario here. We have a depot drop as well. Now the triple drop's going to hit it the natural. I don't think that's going to be quite good enough. They don't have Combat Shield, of course. Single Colossi will be capable of dealing with that. Mine shot completely misses. Void Rays are still on their way back home. We have 3... Look at these idiots. Our speed walking heroes. What's the barracks count? Okay, we're 5 barracks. Do we have any upgrades? We have +1 attack. There's no marauders whatsoever, though. Do we have the combat now? Yes, we do have the combat. I think these... if we stim, that could have been big. If the stim was slightly faster, he could have gotten, I think, 2 Void Rays there. The speed walking boy is also going towards the 3rd base. We have another drop into the main right now. Let's take a look. Will Goblin respond? Yes, but it's slightly too late. 1 mine hasn't quite shot yet. Supply is very close. Goblin is saving a fair amount of money as well. Kills 2 medevacs, accidentally more so than anything else. These mines are trying to recharge. As 1 mine does get picked up. Huge shot. Was it huge? No, it was 3. This was a big shot though on all of these Void Rays. We have a couple more marauders over here. We still have a lot of money in the bank here for Goblin as well. Who is struggling to get rid of the cash. Has 33 workers currently. All that Spirit needs to do at this point is not die. If he stays alive for another 25 real seconds, which would be 50 normal game seconds. Let's look at these Marauders. It looks so stupid. In that case, these Colossi also look dumb. The in-game camera is too slow to track them, so I constantly need to be zoomed out and screen scrolling and stuff like that. God, they look so dumb. This is a big army, though. I'm not quite sure if Spirit can win this. He has a bit of a base trade attack going on here. There's a mine in the main as well. A couple of turrets. Oh, this is pure Marine. I don't think you can fight. Hello? First you need the Marauders in. We need the Marauders first. My good friend. Marauders are trying to move forward. I think that Goblin is going to win this fight extremely convincingly, yeah. No turrets in the natural whatsoever. A couple of mines, though, on the ramp. Is there an observer? There is an observer with this army. And Spirit is going for the full-on base trade. I don't mind it, but I also don't think he has enough right here. He's gonna try his best. He still has a defense at his third. Couple of turrets, bunker, mine as well. Maybe if in the high speed of Goblin's army movement, this observer flies into a couple of turrets, that could be pretty detrimental here. You have to scan for it, but by the time the scan starts, the medevacs already were basically in the main base. There's just too much, I think. I think Spirit lost this game as well. Oh, it is 1-1, by the way. I kind of forgot to do the score. For people that just tuned in. It's all good. Oh, Void Rays will be capable of taking out these SCVs. Colossi moving forward as well. And this is an absolutely wild game. But it is very, very over. Look at this. They're bumping into each other at high speed. I love this repairing as well. I like that Goblin doesn't consider attacking the SCVs. He's in much for prevention. He likes fighting symptoms. Now the turret goes down. Yeah, it's just game over, right? Spirit has absolutely nothing. It's gonna get blasted here. GG gets called as Goblin wins game number 3 and puts himself on match point. Potentially will be our first player to advance into the round of 4 and make himself $75 Renos. Very big. Very, very big. Alright. What is the fourth map again? Fourth map's going to be Curious Minds here. Of course with the speed mod. No, wait. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. It seems like A-move armies are very good. Harass is kind of overpowered. And counter-harass is also overpowered. I still feel like that Spirit could have won that fight if his Marines were just in the back and the Marauders in the front. But he just ran his Marines in, face first, into like 5 Colossi. That's obviously not the answer to the Colossi, to run Marines into them. Let's see if both players are ready. As this potentially could be the final game of our first series. There's the loading times also were times 2. And the countdown. You know what I also wouldn't mind? Like some 2-base carrier or something stupid like that. It doesn't sound good, but I think it could be potentially very powerful. Alright, bottom right, spawning as the red Protoss is Goblin, 14 Pylon. And top left as the blue Terran is going to be Spirit here. I'm curious to see what his plan is going to be this time around. So far he's been playing eBay blocks every single game so far. And they haven't always been working out. I actually feel like an eBay block is almost useless. It's just better to have a really tight build order that gives you some advantage early on when it comes to like harassment. I wouldn't even mind like a 4 Hellion drop might be too difficult to micro with the timing. But like mine drops are so powerful. Banshees I think would not be bad either. By the time Goblin realizes there's a Banshee in his main base, his entire mineral line is wiped out already. Was this core first or next to that? It was next before core, right? Yeah, it was next before core. For sure. Okay, this Marine into Reactor. A 3-Rex also could be bad. You either would kill things at very high speed or all your Marines would die without you even noticing. There's so many cool options. Proxy 2-Rex, also a possibility. Imagine trying to micro against that. But then again, also try and imagine microing with it. Stargate's gonna be thrown down here as we have the first adept out on the map. So Goblin is continuing worker production. And he's not getting a second. Okay, here comes the second unit. Starts his warp gate as well. Spirit not starting his starport yet. Now starts a tech lab at the same time. Void Ray on the way here. And that Void Ray could be kind of useful. I mean, if he's trying to do the same thing as last game, it just always surprised me how, for a very long time, both of these guys, they just don't produce workers. You know, every second is extremely important. I've seen both Spirit and Goblin every now and then just kind of cut worker production for 5 seconds. I'm like, ooh. Not sure if that's something I would want to copy. Not sure if it is. Second Void Ray on the way right now. As Goblin's going for a full A-move army. I kind of respect that. At the same time, Spirit is just building up a massive army to try and cancel a third base. But in order to cancel a third base, your opponent does need to have a third base. I think that's one of the things that we're lacking here from Goblin, is a third base. The Spirit's going to see this and be like, okay, well, I guess this was all useless. At the same time, he hasn't really started his 2 barracks yet. He sent these SCVs from the natural as well. This is really... He also hasn't really been producing a lot of workers. I think he cut some workers to get this going. This doesn't look bad because he has a fast 3rd CC, but he cut a lot to get this going. His barracks are going to be super delayed. He is getting some tanks, which I like. I like a tank defense against what Goblin is doing. But... Oh. That's a dead void. No, almost a dead void, right? 2 batteries on the high ground here for Goblin. Goblin who's floating a fair amount of money, which kind of makes sense because he is stuck on 2 bases. Can't really spend it on the Nexus and that type of stuff. More pylons. He is kind of... Oh my god, this is a huge supply block. Look at this supply block. That's big stuff. This is a really big supply block. That's actually going to help Spirit massively. Oh, that's a huge... Is Goblin just going to try to attack once again? Yeah. He's doing a 2-base timing. And if the tanks are sieged, I think Spirit can hold. And the tanks are sieged. He also should really continue worker production all the way throughout. That is super important. Trying to get a little bit more gas with the 6 gas right now. Turrets are being built as well, depots. As here comes the all-in out of Goblin. Is Stim done yet? No, Stim 4 minutes into the game, not done yet. That's extremely late for this game mode. Tanks in the back, dishing out a lot of damage. I'm not quite sure if these turrets are good enough. I think they... well, are they back in the bunker? Back in the bunker? Back in the bunker? No, we're not getting back in the bunker. These tanks now are all by themselves. And I think we have potentially the end of our first series. There is still 1 Colossi here, and although it's very low, will still be useful. Okay, maybe it's not over yet, actually. You have good product. There's Ghost already here for Spirit. He needs to build more turrets, I think. Tanks and turrets is going to be such a good answer to what's happening over here. If we just move this tank forward a little bit. This Colossi in the prism, of course, is going to be unmicroable. That much is clear to me. There's another Colossi moving across the map right now. Look at his Speedwalker. Going towards his... Oh! Interesting EMP. Tank not in position. Tank now will be in position. CC is almost dead. Spirit goes in for the kill. I'm not quite sure if he could shoot and can. Spirit says, yes, I can. But now he's fighting away from his tanks. He's still up a base. He doesn't need to do any of this. But he did, and I think it might have actually paid off. 1-1 on his units. 2 tanks. Well, 1 tank still alive at this point. Why does he keep chasing into 2 Colossi? I don't understand that. Why doesn't he just stay at home? In range of his tanks. And his turrets. I mean, there's no way he's losing if this tank just slightly moves forward. I was gonna say that I like this drop, but this tank needs it just slightly further forward. It is what it is. Alright, tanks are gonna tank a little bit of damage. Although the unit is called a tank, that's usually not what they're great at. But they're dishing out damage. These 8 Marines are going to drop across the map and will take out every single probe that's at the 3rd base. And that equals 5 workers apparently. Does manage to save his medevac as well. And Goblin tries to go into a macro game at this point, but I think it might just be a bit too late. 2 more medevacs are coming out as they're being chased by a bunch of speedwalkers again. But these 2 medevacs will enter the main base. It is 2 Marauders in there as well. No, 4 Marauders in there, which means that they can actually fight a Colossi rather than 16 Marines. Of course, they would not be capable of doing that. Interesting drops here out of Spirit. who kills, I think killed 3 or 4 workers and lost, well, so far 1 full medevac. Of course, it's not really going to matter as the tanks, 4 tanks with the Marine Marauder is moving forward as well and will take out this 3rd base right at this point. GG gets called, and in our first series of the day, we're having an extremely long best of 5 here. We've been going for about 30 minutes already, and the score now is 2-2. Ooh. This is very, very tiring, not only to talk about, but also to watch. It just moves so fast. It's too much information to process for my small brain. And I know that when you're playing this, it also gets to be a lot. Like, you're moving so ridiculously fast. And some things you can do faster, or you can kind of anticipate, but other things you just need your time for, you know? You can't micro an army quicker than you usually do. It's not like your splits can all of a sudden be faster. Just simply not possible. So yeah, it's very difficult. It's hard on the mind. It's hard on the mind. Okay, both players are ready for game 5 here in this best of 5. Good lord. Hardwire, final map. Now this is a map with a rush distance of about, I think, 16 seconds. 16, 17 seconds. Somewhere in between maybe. I really would like if Spirit just goes for a 3-Rex. Just to see if it would work. I think it would actually, because the response time that you have as Protoss for force fields and for the super battery is so small. You could really fake out your opponent a couple of times. I think there's some potential there. There's potential for fakes, that's for sure. Alright. Depot first, so it's once again going to be an eBay block. Or a proxy barracks. Would I like a proxy Marauder? No, I wouldn't. Would I like a proxy eBay? Or an eBay block? Imagine he goes for proxy eBay. Just builds an eBay over here and starts researching +1 attack. That would be really bad. And make absolutely no sense as well. Imagine proxying 2 eBays. And you get the building armor and the turret range. And then you turret rush your opponent. And you realize that turrets don't shoot ground and still lose the game. Why does he only pull 1 worker for this, by the way? That's obviously the incorrect response. It's like no gas either. Is he going into the same... Is this a DT drop or something? I think DT drops are legitimately quite broken in this mode. I remember playing against Elazer last time and thinking that as well. I was like, DT drops definitely have some potential. It's a nice supply block. Once again, factories coming out. I feel like all buildings are always too late on both sides. Like, none of their build orders actually are very tight. He didn't cancel the eBay? I didn't quite see that, but it's possible he didn't cancel the eBay. I mean, you have very little time to cancel it. That single probe was only attacking it for 35 seconds. What is this build? Oh, he's playing a charge rush? He pulled out of gas. I've seen a lot of weird builds, but this is also very weird. Did he just kill a critter so he could build the final gate? I think he did. He hasn't started charge yet, though. I think that might have been a mistake. It's also possible that he didn't want it yet. You have a Viking on the way. And you see Spirit just kind of blindly assuming that it's going to be Stargate. He's going to scout with a Marine. He's going to get the surprise of a lifetime when he sees 2 Zealots. Now can he put... Oh, get the Zealots. See the Zealots. If he sees the Zealots, even without charge, that's such a huge tell. Okay, he sees the Prism, now he needs to see the Zealots. Okay, he sees the Zealots. Okay, 100% he knows what's going on. Bunker, 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 bunker. This is clear as day. This can only be one thing. There's 2 Vikings out. Oh my god. If this guy gets into the main base, it could be game. Here we go. It gets into the main base, but gets killed immediately. There's a wall here as well, and there's a bunker. This is great for Spirit. Spirit is light years ahead right now. Actually, light years. So far off in the distance. Goblin can't even see him anymore. I wouldn't want to call a game over before it's over, especially because there's charge lots involved. And charge lots are really broken in this game mode as well, because you don't have to micro them. This is the beauty of playing Protoss in these type of game modes, and Protoss in general, is that their micro isn't quite as necessary as with the other races. you can add it as a bonus, you know? It's like an amplifier. Like in Mario Kart, when you drive over like the shiny patches on the road that increase your speed. It's not necessary to win, but it's gonna help your chances. Especially because the other guys don't have the shiny patches on their street. It's kind of like playing Prozis in general. It feels good. I love this wall. I'm a huge fan of walls. This is an easy wall as well, though. 4 depots, 1 eBay in it. Looks rather easy. 30C in the main base, and did he forget the combat shield? I feel like he keeps forgetting upgrades, but then again, I'm never sure. I like what the Goblin is doing. Just moving across the map, just camping outside. Ooh. Oh, I lost those zealots at high speed. Light speed, my friends. Phew. Oh, there's still a wall. I like how Goblin saw that with his observer, then tested the hypothesis that the observer had there. It's like, oh, that's a full wall. He tested it with the zealots and was like, yeah, that's a full wall, and he goes back home. Great to see. A man of science, Goblin. You can see it. Even if he already thinks to know the answer, he will just try again. This is a painful position, which he can't really break. I think Spirit is just actually very far ahead. Well, now he's even further ahead. Moving further and further ahead at this point. Double drop into the main base. There was a fight here that I completely missed, but it happened so fast. I think the Zealot just died. We have another drop in the main base. Goblin responds after his entire mineral line gets wiped out. And Spirit takes the first series of the day. 3-2. Congratulations, Spirit. I'm extremely proud of you. And he'll be moving on to the round of 4 as well. Solid stuff. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the second series of this beautiful tournament. The bottom left spawning as the blue Terran player. It is Trademark, also known as uThermal. Top right we have Lambo, who's opening up with a 17 hatch. That's not very common actually for people to open up 17 hatch. So that either was a mistake, or he has some additional plans. Maybe a roach rush. You know, I wouldn't mind a roach rush. I like roach rushes. The Overlord still moves slow, by the way. You see that? This is the only unit that acts normal in the entire game. Very surprised. Okay, let's take a look at the first person out of Lambo here. See what he's up to. So he goes in with the scout. Almost gets blasted by the Marine. Gets actually pretty close to being blasted by the Marine. It's not a Reaper first. So Marine into factory, into reactor, I think it was. Double depot on the way for uThermal. Wait, why is he building 2 depots? What? Is this a secret build? Oh, he went factory before CC. Aha. Oh, that's kind of cool. Factory before CC. So it's going to be the fastest possible Hellions. Is this a follow-up into... This could be a starport and maybe BC. Something along those lines. It's definitely a possibility. Okay, cars are gonna run in. My camera is lagging slightly. There's not a single Ling out that's going to be capable of helping. And I think uThermal just won the first game. Is that what happened here? Yeah. Killed 12 workers for 4 Hellions at the 2-minute mark. These are some sentences that I don't think I would have ever thought of hearing in my life. Yet they're coming out of my own mouth. What is this follow-up? He's going for Stim, more Hellions. Oh, we have a Ling flood here coming out of Lambo. Or maybe it's just a defensive couple of Lings. These cars do get taken out for basically free. Now Lambo can drone up, so that was a mistake out of uThermal. uThermal's going into 3 barracks. Starting Stim. Well, Stim already finished. Gets his combat shield. Lambo sees that there's 2 more cars. I wonder if Lambo believes that this is mech. There's no way, because he sees no gas and he saw the eBay as well. He also saw this Stim being researched, so he knows what's kicking off. Starport goes down 3 minutes into the game, of course. 30C as well, the 3rd minute in. We've already had quite a lot happen this game, as Lambo is droning up as fast as he can. Needs to get a forward base as well, but he somehow, some way managed to get back into it, even after losing 12 workers. Maybe the fact that there was no third CC kind of weighed heavily there on trademark. God, they look so stupid. I don't think I'll ever get over this. It's like the Royal Guard in England, you know? How they walk, except on high speed. Alright. Good luck targeting down the banelings here on creep, my friend. I wish you the very best. You know what would be sick? If we make a highlight reel, but then we slow down the game. So it looks like it's normal speed and everyone just looks really bad. Oh, Clem can't micro at all. What an idiot. Alright. Helvets and Marines taking out this base. Lambo's a little bit hesitant of engaging here. uThermal not microing whatsoever. Lambo is killing everything on the other side. Banelings, I have no clue what happened here. Look at these Banelings, they're just running by. They just ran past. I think uThermal is... Well, he doesn't have a lot of SCVs anymore, but he's up in upgrades. There's not a single upgrade currently for Lambo. But then again, the Banelings, they just roll so fast. How do you even respond to this? As everything on the side of uThermal just straight up dies. Gets absolutely blasted. GG gets called, and after 4 minutes and 41 seconds of intense action, Lambo wins game number 1. It's best of 5. This is so sick. The second map is going to be Glittering Ashes. I'm still kind of surprised that how easily Lambo came back after losing all these workers in the early game. Now, I understand that it's probably easier to come back in this game mode, but it's still, yeah, it's rough. It's just quite rough. I think mech might actually be best. Just go infinite cars, get some battle cruisers, you know. You jump into a mineral line, and by the time the opponent realizes you jump there, his entire mineral line is gone already. Like a Hellbat push, Hellbat Marauder. Like things where the defending is harder than the attacking are obviously best. So just all-ins in general would be good. I was considering something like 3-Rex Reaper as well. And I thought to myself, that sounds terrible. So yeah, I would not recommend that. Alright, game 2 will be on Glittering Ashes, one of the more Zerg favorite map as it's larger. The first map was 2K, picked by uThermal, of course. Is this pool first? Oh, Lambo has some build again, look at this. I wonder if uThermal is going to scout this time around or not. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't. But he is. Okay, so he will see the pool first. And he goes for 6 links as well. They look so dumb. Wait. Oh, he didn't realize that it was pool first, or what? He's gonna lose this CC, actually. That's... One minute and 18 seconds. It's the fastest game I've ever seen in my entire life. That means that game 3 is going to be played on Curious Minds, which is a more Terran favored map. Yeah, both players are ready. I will be heading into game number 3, which is potentially the final map of this series, and we could have a best of 5 in under, well, if it's as fast as last game, in under 10 minutes, I guess. No, wait, wrong one. This is the correct way. We'll see what Lambo has planned for this game. We'll see what Lambo has planned. Once again, a 17 hatch. He must know something that I don't with these 17 hatches. uThermal's opening up with a barracks before gas here. So looking pretty pretty standard, I would say. Is it a reactor first or what? Oh, Reaper. Then we'll go into the command center. These guys might have been a bit late. Here goes the Reaper. Look at that, the fiery jet behind him, huh? That's kind of wild. Okay, first drone gets taken out. This is the most effective Reaper I've seen in the past. Oh my god. LOL. Hello? If the roles were reversed, uThermal was a Zerker, I think he would have left already. I know you have the slowest chase here that I've ever seen. I guess it's kind of scary to use the Reaper, or to use the Reaper to kill slowlings here. It's gonna just right-click it on another drone. I do like that. Gets a 4th drone as well. This has been the most effective Reaper I've seen in my entire life. 4 drones at a high level. You hate to see it. Cloak Banshee on the way. What is this barracks doing? Barracks is having quite a blast there. Of course, it flies away quickly. Need to immediately reset its scores. I think he's going for a Hellbat attack. I'm looking forward to an armory. We have a Roach Warren as well here for Lambo. So Lambo will go for a Roach defense. The 2-minute Roach Warren, of course, a classic in the 2x speed. Here come the cars, and here go the drones. Links are not being microed optimally, and the cars will take all of them out. As these cars managed to make their way into the main base. Did he actually kill anything? 6 workers with the cars, 4 with the Reaper. He invested 400 minerals in the cars, and he only invested 50-50 into the Reaper. I'd say make 4 Reapers and 1 car. Reverse it, and then see what happens with the damage. Here come the Banshees. You're out of position for half a second and you lose the Banshee. Ah, that looks so stupid. Forget. He literally, in my mind, had like 1 shot and then he lost him. He killed 1 drone with 2 Banshees. So, the conclusion here is that we need more Reapers and less Hellions and Banshees. We are going into a 1-1 tank marine push. There's so many drones already for Lambo though. Look at that, huh? 73 workers. What a guy. How does he do it? Doesn't have any upgrades though. He's not too keen on that. Five bases going down right now. Lambo's floating a fair amount as well. It gets, is that a macro hatchery that I see? Ooh, at the 3rd base. The Lambo. Look at you being spicy today. Spreading creep probably is really difficult as well, right? Because that usually is only limited by your APM. So now you're just going to spread as much creep as you usually would. Or about as much. It's not like you're going to be much faster with that. You can see actually has really poor creep spread for the phase of the game. And uThermal got supply blocked. And will now start his 2-2. Hopefully. He's taking it slow though and is going for... Well, it's not quite an 8 Rex, I think. No, but it's a designated pressure. You know, it's heavy pressure. It's the type of pressure that you want to kill someone with. The type of pressure that Mike Tyson might apply to his opponent in a boxing fight. The Banshee actually doing more at this point than he did in the entirety of the game. These 2 tanks are going to get caught out of position if he's not careful. Lambo doesn't pay attention to his army for half a second. Runby is killing absolutely everything on the other side though. uThermal there wasn't paying attention. Let's take a look at this fight. Banelings rolling forward. No, not yet. Oh my god, the movement on creep is so crazy. It's like watching a replay at 8 times speed. uThermal's floating a lot of money. And he doesn't have a lot of tanks left. Or a lot of units. I think he's dead. Because he has no fort base. Now the question is, how will he die? Are we going to see another maxed push? As the Ultraless Cavern is being built, 5 minutes into the game. 6th base on the way as well. Another proxy, or another macro hatch here for Lambo. Whose creep spread honestly is not bad. I'm very impressed. Look at that speed, man. 620 APM. 368 for the Terran. Of course, the Zergs always cheat when it comes to the APM with the rapid fire. These guys have no shame after all. This is an interesting fight, but wasn't actually that good for Lambo. Lambo really thinking he can fight off creep, but he couldn't. Some things remain true, whether it's 1 time speed, 2 times speed, or 10 times speed. Well, actually, on 10 times speed, I'm pretty sure you can fight off creep. It doesn't matter, but... Oh, here come the creep queens. uThermal actually is maxed again. And he has a big army. There's 21 Marauders. 45 Marines. He has 6 tanks. And he's getting Liberators as well. And Liberators really are the unit of the future. You know? That unit can do a lot against almost every type of composition. Here comes Lambo. Ooh, that's a fight that I'm not quite sure if it's good or bad. But as uThermal loses every single unit, I guess Lambo will win the game. And if he wins this game, that also means he wins this series. Okay, they look the dumbest out of everyone. Queens of Creep. GG gets called as Lambo wins 3-0. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. We'll head into our 3rd series of the day. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Here we go with our 3rd best of 5 of the day. So we have Nikita in the bottom left. Also known as Skillous, of course. On the top right is Elazer, who's expanding to the 3rd base. Wait, what? Now, this is officially the fastest proxy hatch I've ever seen. The 30-second proxy hatch. This is quite possibly the only time we're ever going to see a proxy hatch this fast. Okay. Well, this was a Nexus first as well, I think, out of Skillous. So that's going to create a funky... Oh, he's so late with the Cybercore building. Oh, no. That Cybercore is delayed by legit 10 seconds. Oh, well, 5 in-game seconds, but 10 real ones. That was extremely painful. Forge is going down right now. And now we'll see whether this build is... I like the disappointment of the Zealot as he realized he'd been passed by the Lynx. Just trying to run back with his stupid speed walking speed. And no shot. Stargate's going... Hello, how about we build some cannons? Like, without cannons, you're absolute toast. Double extractors on the way here. As Elazer will just right-click this guy, the game is over. Absolute disaster of a defense. This to be the worst thing I've seen in my life. Oh my god, that's awful. Everything went wrong there. You know, you make one mistake and there's 35 Zerglings in your base. That's how it works at this speed, my friend. We don't wait around for no one. Oh, that was pain. Maybe next year. Alright. Second map is going to be played on Curious Minds, which is a very small map. I wonder if... I know that Elazer has actually been practicing a fair amount for this tournament. He's been going ham. It really would... It wouldn't surprise me if there's a couple more weird strategies prepared, you know? And the sick thing is that you can play a crap ton of games in a very small amount of time. So your practice is very valuable. Or well, like your time is very valuable. Like 10 minutes can be like 5 games. Like 5 minutes and you're into the late game already, practically. Was this a 12 pool? Oh, he's playing Nexus first again. So he cancels the gate in that case and goes Forge into Nexus. I don't actually know the correct response when you play Nexus first, because I never play Nexus first. I have a feeling this might not be the correct response though, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, he also doesn't have a response. I think this cannon isn't in reach on the... Ah, it's game. It's over again. These guys are gonna play a 6-minute series. This is not quite what I signed up for. This is not quite what I signed up for. Links are moving in. And just run past the cannon as well. Oh, he just keeps building links though. Wait, this is not over yet. Oh, he never built a hatchery. Oh, he's walking the queens? What? I don't even think this is good. Now he gets a full wall. Cannon? And he's... I think that Nikita actually, or Skillous actually wins this. But I'm not sure. What is this build? This build just seems garbage. Now goes a Roach Warren. Okay, if he prepared this, then he needs to work on his preparations. Because that's terrible. Second cannon on the way right now. God, the Roach Warren takes so long if you want it quickly, huh? You have some drones on the way. This game was 100% over as well, after the links got in. Cybercore gets rebuilt. Second gas. These are still just floating 300 minerals. Four roaches extra on the way here. The queens are still marching across the map. I'm not quite sure if Elazer realizes that the time also moves faster for his opponent, or that he just thinks that his queens are the only ones that are faster. That is kind of what it feels like, no? He's like, oh, my cheeses are gonna hit way quicker than usual. But that's not quite how it works. This forge is gonna get taken down though. Skillous is playing 2 base carrier against 1 base. What? He's gonna defend this with Tempest. Oh, he's completely out of touch right now. Look at this. He's up like 30 workers. And he's tacking into carriers. He's still gonna lose. Tempest. He's gonna go Tempest. Nah, he'll win, right? He'll hold. For sure. Elazer didn't move in for a little bit there. He's getting tectonic destabilizers. Oh, he has no clue what's going on this game. Here come the links as well. Elazer should just kill these Stargates. And then he still loses the game, but... Oh my god, the biles! You can move out of the biles in time with the Tempest. You need to constantly be kiting already, or you're just gonna get hit. The biles are such a good tool here to deal with the air. If only Elazer realized. Like, it's so much more difficult to dodge, because you need to move ASAP. Look! He's just killing it with the... Oh, it's possible. But it isn't. You should get a hatchery. And just go into Mass Ravager would be really good here. Except against Chargelot. But then you get Banelings. Man. There's so many things that could work. Look at this. This game makes 0 sense. Elazer is still rallying queens from 1 base. While Skillous is defending this with a... The Zerglings taking out all of these bad boys. Okay. That's good. That's big. So we have a 2 base toss that has 5 Void Rays and 1 Tempest. And, well, at this point, 3 workers left, or 4 workers left. And now Skillous sees the fact that there's no natural. He's gonna, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on, boys. No transfuse. No, transfuse is in time. It is in time. It is in time. It is in time. One more. No, I think it's over. This. I think Elazer wins. Look how confused he is. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, yeah. Ah. Alright. It's so good. Ah. This is legitimately a very fun mode to watch. Oh. Okay. So this is game 3, I think, of this series. And this is the 3rd series of the day. We really are blasting through them. Okay, wait, that was a very fast probe. Is that for a block or what? Or just a scout? You need to send the... If he goes once again, he's once again playing the Nexus first, actually. Okay, that hatch is... So he's going to proxy hatch again. Forge. Forge first. Proxy hatch here for Elazer. This build seems genuinely quite terrible as well. It's the probe to check for the late game natural. Watch him get Tempest against this. He's gonna cannon rush the hatch. I don't think that is a correct response. You also need a cannon in your own natural though, right? Eventually, to deal with any threats. What's the second item? Oh, he's locked it! He's locked it in! He locked in the larva. What? He's getting a roach horn but doesn't have gas yet. Would it be possible to just disqualify Elazer? Or do you need a reason for it? And I have a reason, it's just not a very good one, because he's playing like an idiot. I wonder if that's allowed. Imagine that would happen in like a BlizzCon fight. Like, okay, this is too dumb for us, you're out. I'm just in awe of how dumb this is. Okay, so he has the Ravagers. Now I wonder if Skillous once again is planning on attacking into Tempest, or if he just wants to get a couple of Void Rays out. There's a couple of cannons ready here right now. Hey, this is just such a clean hold, in my mind at least. Like, there's no way that he should lose this. It should actually be impossible. But then again, the Biles on top of the Void Ray could have some potential here. Okay, the cannon gets taken out. I mean, this just seems like a terrible build. Why did he have the second hatchery there? Why is there 2 queens just standing? He's a queen over here as well. He's actually winning. Like, I think he would have won if he had all the queens here in time. This has by far been the worst series. Just none of it makes sense. Skillous wins, but if I was capable of replacing people mid-tournament, not saying I would have done it, but I would have definitely considered it. What in the world are we watching here? I can feel the brain cells just slowly but surely seeping out of my head. I didn't have too many left to begin with. Okay. Blackburn map 4. I'm just so confused. Elazer still thinking on his next strategy. I mean, if this is what he came up with after thinking for a while, I'd actually recommend not thinking anymore. Just going with like what your instinct tells you. Because this definitely wasn't it. Alright. Good old Elazer. If Skillous plays Nexus first one more time, I'm actually also going to lose it. It's obvious here that Elazer ain't here for the long game, you know? He's a fast scout. He's such a quick scout. Such a quick scout, actually. I think we might see a macro game. Yeah, we have 17. Going for a 17 hatch here. Do you trick him? I would have tried to trick my... Oh, gold first. Oh. This is the worst opener I've seen in my life. 20 gas, 19 pool. What is this? Why did I invite these guys? I just don't understand why he's doing that. Why did he just play a normal build? Or at least something that resembles a normal build. And you can be cheesy. It's just... Alright, Nexus first here for Skillous. Opens up with the Zealot. He built too many pylons as well. No? It's now 50. I guess it's fine. Oh no, but he still had this pylon. Yeah, it's just 3 pylons. You're supposed to be 46, 46. I was wondering where his money was. Okay, so we're gonna actually see Airtos at high speed. I wonder if this will make the late game any better. Is this the solution to PvZ? Many people have asked in the past. Third base is on the way right here for Elazer as well. So we have 3 queens being produced. I wouldn't mind seeing a queen walk at this speed, honestly. Queen walks... Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I really do like that. So he's going for the double Stargate opener. If he plays Tempest, though, I'm going to lose it. Just get carriers, for the love of everything that's holy. A Scout with a single Void Ray. Zealot Void Ray into double Stargate. If you can hold this third base with this opener, that'd be pretty sick. Elazer could also just scout what's going on, by the way, if he moves up with a single Ling. Now, scouting is genuinely quite difficult in this mod. Because you're also injecting at twice the speed, right? So, everything just moves so fast, it's just really tricky. I like that he's just focusing completely on the macro, building queens and drones. But here we have an issue that he forgot to build a fourth base as well. So, he's floating a lot of money right now. And he can't really use it. I think he needs to triple expand at this point. Or at least double expand. I like the split in the queens. He's going up to 14 queens. Corruptor. And I think we're going to see a Corruptor. Yeah. Honestly, I think Skillous is dead already. These carriers arrive super late. 3 minutes into the game. I mean, Spire is halfway done at this point already. Yeah, I don't think this can work. I thought I liked it, but I actually hate it. I really did think I liked this build, but it's garbage. He's just gonna die to the first 15, 16 Corruptors, no? There is triple Stargate behind this, and I guess kiting will be really difficult, because you go in usually, and then you click it away with the Corruptors, you know? You're kind of kiting backwards, but here the Void Rays will be capable of doing a lot of damage. Went into 4 carriers, and he has no clue what's happening on the other side of the map. If he only knew that there was this many Corruptors out already, there's no way, Jose, that he would be moving there. +2 air already done as well. +3 attack on the way. Oh, here's the first Corruptor. Here come the next 2 Corruptors. Corruptors are all moving back right now. He's gonna need to recall, I think. Well, yeah, he needs to recall. ASAP. Yeah. Lost 2 carriers. 1 Void Ray still going ham. 5 Void Rays, 2 carriers against 18 Corruptors. +2 though. But this is just pure Corruptor. Pure Corruptor. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, that Void Ray is gonna get blasted. The next Void Ray will stay alive. Carriers with +2 actually do a lot of damage. People underestimate this, but 22 Corruptors. Ooh, did you see the split? That was very pretty. I'm not quite sure why you would want to split if there's no... If your opponent doesn't have any splash damage, though. I'll have to ask... Ooh, the queens, they're walking. I think this game is... Well... I'm not sure what's happening, actually. Is he getting disruptors? Getting some disruptors. There is going to be a super battery at some point in the future again. This third base is being blasted. There's 1800 minerals in the bank for Skillous. And he lost all of his workers at his third. Oh. Oh, that's not his mouth. It's a manner pause. This is a... No, the battery is still up. Yeah, I thought he was getting 3 paused as well, actually. I really believe that. I really believe there was some triple pausing going on. This is what you do when your opponent doesn't leave. You just pause, unpause really fast, 3 times in a row. Ooh. Exciting moment. That really would have added some spice in this tournament. I mean, if I was Skillous, I would look at this situation and you know, keep the honor to myself. Just leave the game. Type 2 Gs. You have no workers left, Skillous. You're so dead. You're actually so dead. Is he going to charge the thing? Maybe it's like a backup mouse or something. Look at the speed at which these units die as well. Once the prismatic alignment is activated. There is potential here. Honestly, after watching that game on Curious Minds, I think anything is possible. I truly believe that. Five extra queens. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think... Wait, the corrupts are losing, aren't they? Oh, the +3 is really putting in the work. Oh man, if the carrier hadn't died, that would have been huge. But even with that carrier's gone... Wait, is this possible? There's 4 corruptors. There's no more queen. Well, there's queens in the back right now. And there's no prismatic left. Oh, here comes the prismatic. Dude, the +3 is so big. It's not enough. This got really close though. I think if that carrier stays alive... that's still over. There might just be tank gas mining is a bit too much against 2 ways. It's too hard to transfuse, I think, yeah. Well, Elazer wins the 3rd series of the day. He'll be moving on to the semifinals as well. And that means that we'll be heading into our 4th series. So this is the 4th series of the day. Clem versus Bly. I really do believe that if Bly gets the lead somehow, some way, he can just kind of keep going, you know? Because I'm not sure why, but my theory is that attacking is better than defending. And that is difficult to break out of contains. But I'm not sure if that's true. Okay, Bly has something planned. Oh, this is going to be like a 14 proxy hatch or something like that. Bly knows way more about proxy hatching than Elazer, that's for sure. Wait, what? Oh, it's just a scout. Okay, it's actually end me. What is this? What are we actually watching? Okay, what's this guy doing? This is the fake proxy. So, a fake proxy hatch in the main base to force a bunker and try and delay the factory, maybe? And then you do a real proxy hatch. I just don't understand the purpose of it. That's a real issue. Yeah, Roadrunner is being thrown down here as well. Double guess. So it's going to be a Ravager push from here on out. But what's the point? Surely forcing out a bunker isn't good enough to destroy your entire early game eco. Right? He literally sent his first drone across the map. Surely that wasn't correct. If this thing dies, the game just ends. You can't lose that. Okay. Using the Cyclone is super tricky here, by the way. Just keeping the Overlord back. Oh, he's droning up. It's a fake. So we started with a fake proxy hatch into another fake proxy hatch. The double fake proxy hatch. Because he's actually playing a macro game from here. Getting a hatchery at home. He's getting more drones. Now roaches again. So this hatchery is also a fake. He wants to convince his opponent that he's macroing. And the first one was fake. And the second one was fake as well. Huh. I think I'm starting to get it. There's a pattern. Tank stuck on the high ground. The CC is going to move down. And there is enough Ravagers here to one-shot a tank. Now the beauty of the Ravager is that it can also bile down a Banshee. He's just going to blast him, isn't he? Is that the plan or what? He takes out the bunker? He needs to use the Banshee. That's for sure. He's just going in. Does this work? Takes the tank out. Lost 3 Ravagers though. And now is going to lose all of his other... Ooh, the Banshee's almost died. I think Clem has just won the game. Oh! God, Clem is so slow with his control. I never lose Banshees to Biles. Oh man, what a pathetic effort. Pochjump. There's 7 drones here. Wait, where's that Banshee? I heard a Banshee. This Banshee starts killing this. The second Banshee on the way. Well, this is really the 4th Banshee. Let's not forget about Clem losing both of his Banshees to Biles. Got a lot of low test play. I'm really looking forward to these half-speed highlight reels, by the way. I just want some of those. To see some of these moves in a normal time frame. Okay, there's 4 tanks on the high ground. Bly is extremely dead. He lost all of his Ravagers and he taps out. Game 1 goes to Clem. This was highly disappointing. This was supposed to be the climax of the day for me. And so far, I'm not seeing it yet. Map 2 is going to be glittery. Clem is in the replay. What is he watching the replay for? Map 3... See if he made any mistakes. I can tell him one mistake. That's losing the Banshee. That was no good, Clem. Don't think you need to watch the replay for that. Just fly out the bows, bro. Just be a little bit quicker. Okay, second map's going to be on Glittering Ashes. It's a large map. So that means that the drone of Bly will need to walk further across the map to plant the hatchery. Oh. Oh. I love this. So Bly, knowing that people know that he proxy hatches every single game, will put the hatchery on the third base location and pretend that he's proxying. So rather than faking a hatch, he builds a hatch at home and then will force his opponent to look for it. I kind of liked it. I do like this one. I wonder if Clem knows about this. I mean, this could be easily solved by just checking this base and this base. But Clem's rally doesn't appear to be going there. Yeah, he's just going home. He's prepared. Look at this. Oh my god, Bly tricked him. Bly's brain is actually humongous. And now he's just going to be building drones. Oh. This would work in a real game as well. Just in 2 times speed, for whatever reason, it feels more urgent. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you need to respond quicker. I don't know. I can't explain it. Now Clem is going to be proper upset as he realizes he's been fooled. He absolutely has been fooled here. Second gas being taken as well, and starport could also start. He's not gonna take a third. You would think that taking the natural hatchery as your third would be a very cool play, but instead we see a rush to a lair and then a third base. Okay. Is he going to play Mura? 14 links. Okay, for the Hellions. I enjoy that. I am... Ooh! Look at that. Link's almost... Ooh! Almost taking out these units. Battle Cruiser on the way. As... He needs to throw down a Spire. Or what's the lair? I don't understand what the lair is for. Look at... Clem is too afraid to control his units. Bly, completely understanding that controlling Hellions is very scary at this speed, throws down a Spire, goes up to 4 gas right now, but has no links left. And is going to just lose a bunch of drones here. He's going to lose about 5-6 drones, but then the Hellions go down anyway. This BC, I think, well, I'm not quite sure what happens, but if you get Mutas here initially, is that good? Against the BC? I'm not sure. I think it would be okay, I guess. The question is, will he build Mutas or not? And how many can he build? He can build 5. 5-6 Mutas. There's no scouting info whatsoever for Bly. This BC teleports into the natural. Do you go into Corruptors from here? He's kind of supply blocked as well. Yeah, Mutas are not powerful enough for this, are they? But there's some transfuses though. I like that. Oh, misses a transfuse. Slightly too slow. Next transfuse also gets missed. So 2 Mutas get taken out. 14 drones on the way immediately. And Clem is going into... Oh! Double port BC. And he's still on 2 base as well. So this is kind of all in. We're gonna see Mutalisk against Battle Cruisers. And... I don't quite understand how that interaction will work. As there's no third base right now for Clem, and there isn't one on the way. I like that he's trying to micro his Mutas. He actually is. He really is trying. These Hellions should just go across the map, try and do some damage, I guess, huh? Because at home they're kind of useless. There's 30 links on the way. A lot of these Mutas are just dying, though. But Corruptors would just get shot at this point. Right? By the Yamato cannon. There's 50 workers for Bly. He needs to level up when it comes to the drones. Double armory as well for... Oh, sorry. I'm missing some action. Can't blame me, though. Things move fast. Okay, Mira's moving into the main base as well. We'll start taking out this turret. Turret goes out. A lot of these SCVs actually go down as well. Bunch of workers have died. Muras get Yamato down. The Yamato is already, of course, recharging. But more Muras show up. It's 18 right now. Uh-oh. Turret gets taken out. Thanks so much for the raid, Wardy. We have 17, 8... Okay, Jesus. It moves up too fast. 23 Muras right now. They take out this turret. Not enough time to repair here for Clem. I think Clem is absolutely dead. He got outplayed by Bly here. This wasn't outplayed. This is outbrained. But also when it comes to the speed and the use of the units, Bly is just a little bit too quick here for Clem, honestly. Would you look at that? Turrets get taken out here as well. Second turret gets owned. Clem decides to blink across the map. This is 6 BCs. They have no upgrades though. There is still some Yamatos available, 2 or 3. 20 Muras, is that enough to kill this? Well, no, not really. He will be capable of killing 3 BCs. Now he's building Corruptors. There's no more Yamato. There's 1 Yamato left, I lied. Links in the main base. This is a typical game once again. There's a lot of money though for Bly, but he doesn't have a Spire anymore. He can still build Queens, but he isn't right of this moment. The teleports come a little bit too slow out of Clem, who's on 24 workers against 45, and doesn't know that Bly has this much money in the bank. If he would know, he would probably stay on the other side and try to fight there, because honestly, the longer this game goes, the better it gets for Bly. Clem is mining a lot, but not a lot of gas maybe. Oh, these links! The links! No response out of Clem for 3-4 seconds, and he just loses an entire mineral line. So now the Spire is done again. We have plenty... Oh, he's building links over air units. I wonder if Corruptors is just not the correct call here. I would feel that Corruptors are the superior play. Then again, what do I know? 7 more Muras on the way here for Bly. He's also getting a couple more drones. His drone count is still low, but these links are doing so much. Every time these links go in, they just get like 6-7 workers before Clem even can respond. These BCs are, well, barely gonna get taken out. Slightly too slow every single time with the teleport. Now the teleport is in time. GG gets called as Bly wins the second game here with a very cool mind game in the early game, and then finishing it off with just abusing the speed of his units. Absolutely brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. I like that a lot. So what was that? 1-1. That means we're into map 3 right now. What did I say map 3 was? Was that Berlin? I think so, right? 3 is Berlin. I'll just ask Lambo if he wants to join me. If he doesn't respond in time. I love that Bly is calling Clem too slow. That's just great. Oh, that's so good. There's something beautiful there. Alright. Let me think. Game number 3 here. Bly, like the good boy he is with the depot in the main base. Or sorry, Clem the good boy he is with depot in the main base. And Bly so far hasn't sent any drones out yet. Gas gets taken. We're getting into our first relatively standard game, I would say. Let's do some first person here on Clem. See if he does anything interesting. I mean, he's just moving at high speed, but that's the same speed that he usually moves in, so nothing really changed there. Is that a reactor first? Okay, so he's going reactor first, maybe into a 3-Rex.
Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete.
I kind of want to see his first person as well during like a baneling attack or something. Oh, SCV gets taken out in the corner of the base. The problem with scouting here is that it feels like you have less time to scout and to respond to what you see, you know? I'm not quite sure how that makes any sense, but I feel like a lot of the issues you have here are mental issues. As Clem's opening up with a bunch of Marines, we'll take out these links as they're relatively slow. This could be it's going to be a Hellbat attack. So it's a Roach all-in into a Hellbat attack. Now this usually ends up well for the guy defending. Which in this case is going to be, well... Oh! Bly spotted it. Look at that. Ooh. Nice response time there, is what Bly says. Once again, too slow, Clem. So I think 4 or 5 Marines have already gone down. And Bly continues on his reign of terror. Whoop, Hellbat gets blasted as well. Fuck me! I guess you don't have time to respond to the line that you usually see. Because you just move a little bit too quick up and down. This Roach is gonna get blasted here. And it seems that Clem has a pretty decent start. 35 workers are out for Bly. Bly gets the hatchery up. Yeah, these mines are just so powerful. So powerful. There's really no detection right now for Bly. Clem tries to run into the main base, gets into the main base. Spore gets built immediately, but this mine is going to detonate somewhere, some way. Is he going to try the trick here? No Spore trick. Okay, let's take a quick look at this first person out of Clem. I see, he's just leaving the mines. I think it's smart to have units that kind of micro themselves. Whether that's mines or the Protoss army. It doesn't really matter. Tanks. Banelings. You know? Lurkers. Imagine lurkers. That would be proper broken. Nidus network on the way here for Bly. Flooding 700 minerals. Just gets 7 roaches out. Now, I think Clem is vaguely aware of what's going on. He hasn't seen the Nidus network, but often against Bly you don't need to see something to know that it's there. You can kind of smell it. He's running forward with the roaches actually. Barely out of range. So this Nidus is gonna pop, and here come the Ravagers. Third base is landing. I think Clem doesn't quite have enough units here on the low ground yet to defend this properly. Once this wall dies, there's definitely some potential. This Nidus, if this goes up, that would be huge. Clem is struggling to defend this. F2's everything there. And Bly was waiting to see if that Nidus would go up. Now this tank gets taken out. Actually, pretty good fight here for Bly. Is there cloak on these Banshees? Yet there is. There's no Overseer here either. Which means if they cloak, I think Bly just loses the game. Well, Overseer's in the back, not being grabbed quick enough with this army. We can still, of course, have a Nidus into the main base once again. Here we go. Clem not responding yet. Nidus goes up. Oh, response time just slightly too slow. And here come the roaches into the main. Tank's not sieged. And this tank is gonna die, but there's just simply too many Marines with Steam Combat Shield and no upgrades on these roaches. And I think Clem has game number 3 in the bag as well. Tunneling Claws is the follow-up. Another Nidus goes down the back of Clem's main base. But yeah, this is looking pretty painful here for our Ukrainian Zerg player. Roach in the natural. He has his Tunneling Claws on the way, but Burrow hasn't even started yet. Third base is being built. A couple of drones there would not hurt. Neither would the Burrow upgrade if you want to get some Tunneling Claws going. I think the Widowmine is a bit too powerful here. There's a lot of things that are a bit too powerful. Oh, he could build a Nidus right next to it. No way Clem responds on time. I mean, this could have been predicted if you see the tank sitting over there, right? It's not like that one has hold fire. Oh, roaches? No. Yeah, there's +1 already at this point. Clem's just gonna move across the map and win the game here. Double lips, 2 tanks, unsieged, single medevac, and a whole bunch of Marines. That's all we're gonna be seeing. Ooh. Yeah, Clem is just owning. Third base went down. No fourth on the way. I'm actually kind of impressed at that. But there's really nothing interesting right now happening for Clem. His macro is good. His macro is remaining solid. Getting turrets as well. Has a lot of energy on this CC though, doesn't he? I don't throw down a couple of mules, buddy. You wouldn't mind it. Here comes the drop into the main base as well. He's not really looking at it. He's not really microing that main thing. I guess he's looking at the minimap, sees that there's no threat there. Now he's trying to control this a little bit. Yeah, I mean, Bly is 52 supply against 136. He just is very, very dead right now. Lost the lair as well. GG gets called. As Clem wins game number 3. Puts himself on match point. Might be the final player that will join the other 3 in the semifinals. Oof. We have our... What's our fourth map again? Black. Black Burn. Potentially our final map, of course. But also potentially not our final map. Depending a bit what happens this game. That is how fourth games work. This will be... Maybe Bly does something with the gold here. I'm just not even sure what else there is to do, you know? You can take a gold. And you can just play standard as well. I really feel like Banelings are what's good. I feel like the Roach is pretty mediocre of a unit in this game mode. Tanks counter it, and tanks are very good against Roaches already. But here even more so, because you might accidentally walk into not just one tank shot, but like 2 tank shots, because you're too slow at responding. By the time you notice that your Roaches have been shot at once, you might be too deep already, you know? So there, I think there's definitely some issues there. Clem's going to scout very early here. I wonder why that is. Maybe just wants to make sure that it's not the gold. So he can scout this base, scout over here, and then the gold, and this bad boy as well. But he'll just see a hatch first. So nothing too weird. Clem sends his SCV back home. Oh, he's looking... This is a little bit sad for Clem, I think. He tried so hard to get that, and then... Well, he's probably still going to get it eventually, but this actually is... This was pretty sad. Ooh, that was really close. I think there was like 2 more shots that Marine had. And Clem was obviously afraid of links from the right side, so sent his first Marine back home. Bly did a good job there, though. For as long as it lasted. Once again, it's not opening up with a fast third base. So we're seeing some quick layer off of 2. Just straight up opens with tank. I like how the Terrans kind of gave up on pretending that they're playing standard against Bly. I think this is the biggest respect that you can get as a cheeser as well. Is that people aren't even trying to play standard anymore. Because they know that they'll struggle if they play standard. So instead they play... like. Imagine seeing this build against the Zerg opening up 3 hatch. What? Tank? Tank first. No Reaper. No Scout. Single Hellion and tank. Actually, 2-base Muta is... really could have some potential. As there's no Hellions here, or no Links here. This Hellion will see everything. But the eco for Bly has been pretty powerful as well. Now we see 8 Links on the way. Baneling Nest being built. Stim is being researched, and... honestly, I don't really mind this position very much for Bly. There's going to be a powerful tank push, but both of their eco kind of sucks. And if you get the forward quickly here, even on a low drone count, which honestly Bly at 60 workers isn't even on that low of a drone count. If he just doesn't straight up die to the first push, I think Bly is very far ahead. However, if Bly dies against the first push... it will be difficult to win the series, because he'll be 1-3. And then the series ends. That's really kind of what it's going to depend on. Stays on 56 workers. Starts flying across the map. Yeah, good luck controlling your mutas against this buddy. If you blink twice, 9 mutas are gone. Okay, now we're gonna take a first person look here at Clem. Take a look at that micro. Ooh! Accidentally kills all of the Banelings. Slow Banelings, a bit of a challenge here for Clem. But also, I guess, surviving for Bly a bit of a challenge. Oh! Whew, adios, Clem. 2 Banelings is all it needs. No target fire whatsoever. As the mine hits his own units as much as his opponent's units, that Bly just wins. Banelings are so sick. Speed Banelings on creep. No shot, Clem. No shot. 17 Banes are in production. Let's take a look at how Clem is going to try to deal with this. He has the wall. Tries to split his Marines. I think Bly wasn't quick enough at blowing up the Banes there. As, I mean, Clem is trying his best here, but it's not quite working out, huh? He's moving quick, but not quick enough. He's trying to land his 3rd base, though. Bly has a crap ton of money in the bank. Doesn't really have the supply ready. He does have a lot of larva. I wouldn't mind another macro hatch, even if it's just as a 5th, you know? Just throw it out there. Command Center's going to die to the Mutalisk. Yep, it will. Now, in a regular game, I would say... So stupid. Oh. The mines also do a fair amount. There's still 1800 minerals in the bank. Is that a Thor? No, that was just Liberators. These Libs deal pretty well with the Mutalisk as well. Like I said, anything that requires no micro just works pretty well. Which is why probably Zerg is performing so extremely well on this mod so far. No creep whatsoever though, as Clem is going to chill behind his gold mineral base. I'm not saying Clem is doing it, but if his 3rd base hadn't died, this could have had some potential. These Mutas are flying into Marines and Liberators. These Banes are trying to catch up with the army. A couple of mines here. No retarget whatsoever out of Clem. And all these Banelings are just moving through. They get the connections that they want. And I think at this point, Bly just does a little bit too much. Clem will need to tap out. I think in the near future. Because he's really dead. +2 on the Mutalisk. Not a single Evo chamber here whatsoever. 56 workers, no mining on the gold. I love that. I love that Clem is scanning as well. Sees the double. I mean, he knows it's over. It's freaking 4 base against 2. And Terrans are on a little bit of copium every now and again, but this is too much. Bly wins game number 4, and we'll be going to the rubber match here. Game number 5. I'd love to see a ZVZ with Ling Bane Wars. Ling Bane Wars at 2 times speed has to be impossible. Oof. Alright. Honestly, I think that if this was this game and the second game, if they were played on a 1-time speed mod and the build orders go the same, I honestly think that Bly would have won both the games there as well. I don't think that has anything to do with the mod. Sure, that Bane hit was pretty big this time around, but he got in a really good spot in the early game. Like, no doubt about that. We're ready? Everyone is ready. And we'll be heading into game number 5, which also is the final game. Immediately. No matter what happens, this will be the final game. Two is the score. Unless it's a draw, of course. We'll see what Bly is up to. The bottom left spawning as the red Zerg, playing for... I don't actually know what team he's playing for currently. Its name is Bly on Fire. In the top right spawning as the blue Terran player. For Liquid, of course, it is Clem. Opening up with that standard barracks into refinery. Hatch first at home. Will Bly go for another 2-base Muta into these fast Bane lanes? I mean, it is possible. Clem once again opening up with... Oh, this could be a Hellbat push, actually. Goes Reactor first. That definitely could be a Hellbat push. I feel like the mod isn't completely accurate when it comes to the mining, by the way. Like some of the timings relative to one another feel pretty off at certain times. I'm not quite sure how to explain it. But the relative timings of the buildings and when the units are supposed to be popping don't match completely. So it's possible that like something in the delay of the mining is incorrect, or that something else is too fast or too slow. Anyway, it doesn't matter because everyone has the same handicap here. I love that he just went for that. It's so stupid, but also extremely perfect. It is just so perfect. Okay, these two Hellions, I mean, you just can't micro them. So the Lynx are gonna run in. You need to hold on the ramp. Oh my god, he just walked into a meat grinder. Holy crap, he's dead. I mean, there's no armory here. And the follow-up is going to be a tech lab with bench. Oh, that's big, actually. If he gets this Hellion, that'd be huge. Oh, that is huge. Because now the low ground can't mine. If there's enough to hold this push, there actually is potential. This armory is too slow as well for this push. There's... How many queens are there? There's 3 queens. That's not enough. With the Lynx here, perhaps. If he can kill the Hellions before they morph into Hellbats, that would be a big move. Spire's not going to be done in time. We have a Spine on the way. I like this out of Bly. Bly just sends all the Lynx across the map. 100% the correct call here. If you can pick off these... 2 Hellions. 3 Hellions go down. All of these cars will die. Clem starts walking back. I think Bly is doing it. Spire has finished as well for him. These Banshees will need to be shown. A lot of the work is going down on Clem's side. Look at these Hellions. These Lynx, man. It's like they have adrenal glands times 5. First 5 Mutas on the way, Spores on the way, because Bly just saw the fact that there's Banshees here. Dude, Rumbys are proper broken in this mode. I don't think there's anything against the Mutalisk. I mean, there's no 3rd CC, there's no extra barracks. Okay, Bly has it. It's game. Well, it's not game. I said this so many times today. And every single time I say it, the game just ends up going wild. I think that's going to be the case here as well. Mutas in the main base, though. Lynx in the natural. There's not an... Okay, mines. Mines. And they're invisible. They're invisible mines. They're not regular mines. Because there's an armory. Okay, and this push is doing some damage as well. GG, it's over. Bly beats Clem 3-2. And Bly will continue on into the semifinals. This is the upset of the day, but also it isn't an upset. Bly, absolutely a tournament favorite for me. Huge, 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 huge. Absolutely huge. Alright, top left spawning as the blue Terran player playing for Team Kaisi. It is Spirit. In the bottom right spawning as the red Zerg, it's of course Lambo. Any thoughts on what Lambo is going to do?
No, but in ZVT, just Link Bane is the way. Like definitely not roaches.
He's 2 Rexing.
So yeah, just Link Bane.
3 Rexing.
3 Rex proxy, but that's bad, I think. No way. I think it's much easier for Zerg to defend this.
Yeah, I think so
because
too.
You can do like very inefficient reaction. Like you can literally defend with speedlings.
Or drones.
Not like what I'm saying is like you don't even need to pull drones. Drones is the best reaction, but I think because the build is just not gonna be perfectly executed, you can kind of mess around.
Okay, Orbital not starting yet. Oh, there's a 4th. No, wait, there's a 3rd SUV just chilling.
Now, for example, let's see when the bunker is down.
Oh, yeah, it's very late, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's hiding it a bit, so maybe he's just gonna sit there for a while.
Yeah, I think he's just sitting.
Now he goes.
Yeah.
And he's gonna lose the Overlord. It's not good. Yeah, the Overlord needs to be closer to the high ground for sure.
Yeah, but if you don't respond immediately, you also just straight up lose it now.
And yeah,
like...
here I really think the speedlink reaction would be better instead of pulling like that. Well, maybe.
Oh?
Yeah, okay, it works. Great.
Yeah, it's so difficult to
works.
micro. Like the kiting is just insane.
Yeah, you cannot kite. The kiting is actually pretty difficult to do it perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not possible to do perfectly. You don't have muscle memory for that whatsoever. Like he does 2 shots every single time, I think. Which means that the circle.
Yeah, I mean, there's already a difference between like Bian microing his Marines and let's say like I don't know, Piotr. Yeah, Spirit microing. So imagine if on 2 times more speed, there's obviously gonna be like big difference. It's just not good. I think. And Soul before the game set he's gonna camp. Going for the late game.
What a great mind game here.
Yeah.
True brainiac. Do you think the critters also have 2 times speed? Yeah, look at it. Look how fast it goes, man.
Yeah, but click on the Zergling and put on your cursor on the movement speed.
Well,
like you can see it's plus 7.72.
I can see
it's
that.
More than 2 times fast. Or maybe I don't understand something.
Maybe I don't understand it either. Maybe it's
that means also Overlord also gets faster than twice as fast to your opponent's mineral line. So you can get information faster.
What's the next map? You're staying for one more?
Nah, that's enough for me. This game was too long.
Too long.
Right.
Good luck with the preparation, man. See you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh no. Okay, well, that was the first game. Pretty fast. Oh, it's 220 times faster. I didn't see that. I don't read it. I just host the mod, man. 220 times 200%. Who cares? It's all the same. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if the Terrans... I actually think camping on tanks is super good. Camping in general, I think is really, really sick. And tanks are so powerful in this mod. Tanks, Liberators. I think Ghost might suck a little bit. But I think tanks and... like, mech, honestly, is the most broken thing in this mod. If you have the Hellions to run by, which is good. You can start with a Hellbat all in, which is super good. Battle Cruisers seem insanely strong. There's so many things that would be just... so powerful for Terran, but all these Terrans do is just... I don't even know what they do. Bad builds, that's what they do. I also think 3-Rex, well, then you need the micro Marines with Stim. Also not great, perhaps. I mean, mines also would be sick, honestly. And Ghost, like the snipe would go off so fast. Okay, let's see what happens here. Marine on the way. Second Marine gets built. I think you just go in with the Lynx and you try to kill the Reaper, no? Oh, he almost got it! I put my hands in the air so I wasn't following it. This is good control. I think if he had gone for the surround, he would have gotten it. I actually believe he would have gotten it. Because it's like speed Lynx, except they're slow. This is the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. I love this so much. There's a lot of money in the bank, though. Good old Spirit. Okay, Overlord almost dies, but not quite. Why am I chasing this? I don't want to chase that. Okay, Reaper stays at home. Maybe preparing for a Roach follow-up or what? Third hatchery on the way. Third CC also on the way here. So we're getting into a very standard game. Except there's no Hellions. So it's not a standard game at all. 2 extra guys. Okay, it's Battlecruiser, 100%. He's not building any workers though. What is this? He just forgot to build workers for like solid 10 seconds. Real 10 seconds. So that's like, what, 4 workers? In this game. Yeah, no wonder he's down 14. It's not a good start here, Filter. Not a good start. Fusion core gets thrown. Wait, why is this building looking super finished already to me? Very odd. Okay, now we have that. He's getting a page out of Bly's move. The Hellions just not effective at all against Lynx. But unless they're in a good position, then they're super effective. But when it comes to the kiting and stuff, they're not that great. So we have a bunch more Lynx on the way here. I think he's just gonna win the game with these Lynx. It definitely is possible. Spirit isn't Oh! Not responding in time. He's gonna lose a bunch of dudes here. These Lynx once again going into a mineral line. We'll take out some units. He's just constantly sending it. Man, this looks super broken. Now the early game wasn't great already for Spirit. But this definitely isn't great. 5 cars. Wait, what? Oh, he's gonna go Banshees with speed. Well, the Banshees are gonna be very fast. The problem perhaps... Oh, that was a quick response though out of Spirit. I'm not quite sure if it was... Yeah, he just doesn't have enough stuff. He's just getting owned by mass links here. And then 10 Mutas will show up and he'll die. GG gets called. And 5 minutes into the first semi-final, I think we'll soon have our first finals. Man, Lambo really understands how to play this game. That's actually crazy. Map 3 is going to be Hardwire. Yeah, the links are so powerful, honestly. Okay, let's see if both are ready. Yeah, both are ready. And we'll go into our third game. Man, Lambo hasn't dropped the map yet. I actually wonder what the best way is to deal with these links. I still think that if you just have... Well, first of all, you need a wall, usually, is what you get, right? Even normally, links are already good. And if you have Hellions in good positions, or if you get like a run by in, they could be powerful. We'll see what Spirit has planned for Hardwire, though. I still believe that mech is the future. At least the future of this tournament. Oh, he's gonna... This didn't seem very tight at all. I think he wanted to send it across the map, then realized he was too late. Maybe he'll 3-Rex Reaper or something? That would be good against this build order, by the way. So we're seeing a straight gas into pool. Three-Rex Reaper would be very viable. Oh, he forgot to go on gas. Oh, you do see that there's like a slight timing in which all SCVs are out on the map. You see that? That usually isn't the case. 4 SCVs in a gas would work then. Okay, we have gas, or we have speed on the way here. CC on the low ground. What is this? What am I watching? Okay, factory, depot for the full wall, right? And once that full wall is done, Lambo's speedlink strategies will not work anymore. I think. Drones moving into the natural right now. So we have the starport also being built on the high ground. And Spirit continues his Hellion project. He's too afraid to move on the map. He's gonna kill this Overlord, then drop this bad boy down again. I wouldn't mind a fusion core one more time. It didn't work out last game, but... Oh, yeah, okay. 4 gas before 3rd CC. Okay, starts the fusion core. There's something bugged with the fusion core model in this mod, that's for sure. Single starport. This is a really quick battle cruiser rush, honestly. It's going to be super fast. Wait, what? Oh, it's still going to be Banshee. The Hellions are looking for damage and they will find some damage. But they also will find a bunch of links. Oh, that was good control. Honestly, if you control it like that, then it looks pretty good. That looked very decent. Hellbat push could do some real damage. It's going to be double starport battle cruiser. Lambo scouts it with an Overlord. Oh! If Spirit would have gone in there and just went behind the mineral line, I think the natural instinct of the Terran is to run away. But if you just run through, getting to the surround is so difficult for the Zerglings as well. I'm not even sure if it would be worth it. There's 600 gas in the bank currently. 600? That's a lot of gas. You can blink these. That's what he does. Immediately starts killing workers. And he got 5. We'll also take out an Overlord here. Kiting with the Queens, of course, is very difficult. Phoenixes, battle cruisers, units that auto-shoot. Just going to be so powerful here. Just extremely powerful. They still look so stupid to me. third starport on the way for more BCs. I mean, the Corruptors are going to be out soon now. There's not a whole lot of money, though, for Lambo. Who's struggling to first of all get a fort base up. These BCs are doing some fair damage. Do we have Yamatos yet? No, we don't have Yamatos. That BC almost dies. It dies. Flew too close to the sun. Ship up is level 1 on the way as well. You have 2 more BCs with Viking. What? This is Viking Raven? This just doesn't even make any sense. He's playing TVT. He's getting Corvid Reactor now. He's getting a 4th starport. It's like watching Goody play in 2011. Supply blocked for an hour or so. Look at this. Look at this supply block. 109 out of 109 for like an insane amount of time. Look at this supply. Now he starts his depots. He can build 2 CCs. Yeah, needs to cancel both of them as well. And here comes Lambo. Just moving in. Takes out their first man. This game is over. Where's the other BCs? Did they die? Did I miss it? Yeah. This is ended. This game. The speed that the Spirit here is using to find the GG leave. Is he begging for a win? Lambo is our first finalist after 3-0ing both of his Terran opponents. I think that means that all Terrans now have eliminated and it's a pure Zerg party left. It does say something about the race, of course, when there's no micro required. That all of a sudden they start doing very well. We'll be heading into our second semifinals. I'm actually kind of excited for the ZVZs. I know it sounds funny, but I like ZVZ. I'm a bit of an expert. Okay, here we go. In the bottom right, spawning as the Red Zerg player, playing for Team On Fire, it is Bly, who as always is on fire. And in the top left, spawning as the Blue Zerg player, opening up with a 14-13, I think this was. It's going to be Elazer. So we're going to go for most likely a Link Banalin, as Bly on the other hand is opening up with a 16 pool. And we'll follow this up with, well, with what? I don't actually know, but just a hatchery. So I wonder what the plan is here for Bly. Look at that Overlord. That Overlord is going to see everything. Going to see these links popping out. See 6 of them. Bly immediately starts 6 links himself. I like this position a lot, honestly, for Bly. I like this a lot. I think this is a good start. Throws down a spine as well, sees the complete lack of a hatchery. This build freaking sucks for Elazer here. Where I think if these spines just get up, the game almost instantly ends. Bly can't be moving across the map though. He is going to do that. He has spines on the high ground, I guess. So in a way, maybe this is the brilliant play, but it also really is. This was incomprehensible. I think Bly believed that there was... Well, he lost all of his drones. Bly lost 6 workers. I missed that. Bly missed that. He rebuilt a bunch of them. So I think if these links had stayed home, Bly probably believed there was going to be a baneling nest and some banes. That was not quite the case, no. This is not a full wall yet. Worker can't speak. No, don't send them across the map. Just keep them, please. For the love of everything that's holy, just leave them at home. Okay, there is equal mining, about equal mining. As there's no banelings, I think... What? What? Why is he doing this? Why does he keep walking across the map with queens? And why is Bly constantly not at his spines? Trust use! Please. No, not in the main, not in the main. You need the wall, buddy. You need the wall. Oh, trust use! Oh my god, it's over. It's all over. And now the queens show up. And this is the dumbest game that I've seen in my life. And I'm not even sure if it's over yet, but I think it really is. Yeah, I mean, at this point, what are these... I don't even know why they're here. Why do I live? Okay, there's 2 spines for Bly. He's down 14 workers at this point. Yeah. They often say you don't really know what you've got till it's gone. Now, I never was too aware of my sanity, but in the complete absence of any sanity, I don't feel much better, I have to admit. This just makes absolutely zero sense. Every game Elazer played so far, it's become increasingly more idiotic over time. Okay, Bly is staying in, and I don't even mind him staying in because it's easy to make mistakes in this mode, right? It really is. I like that Elazer's just building roaches, though. He's just not gonna mess. He's gonna rock the queens again, isn't he? Yes. He's gonna go again. I don't want to see this. Here they go. The girls. How many does he have? 9 queens. 8 roaches. Honestly, if Bly was capable of pushing out 8 roaches, like the queens don't actually contribute at all. I guess the transfuses are nice, but that's really all there is to it, no? Honestly, if Bly wasn't this far, it isn't good to walk with queens across the map if it usually isn't. I'm missing something, or he's missing something. It's working, don't get me wrong, it's working. Look at the transfuses, just constantly missing as well. Spines get taken out, and yep, Elazer is going to win with 1100 minerals in the bank. It takes game number 1 here. A winning player is a good player. That kind of... I guess that settles it here. Second map, Blackburn. Jesus. Why can't I click this away? Hello? There we go. I'm not even sure if Elazer is trolling, you know? I really don't know. Sometimes he could, like... He only starts walking queens when he's really far ahead already. I didn't hide the match history. He's so stupid. Okay. Game 2 of our second semi-final. Bly versus Elazer. A battle of wits. It's in the bottom right, spawning as the blue Zerg player playing for team AGO. It's going to be Elazer, and Bly indicates that he wants to defend his hatchery. In the bottom left. It's 1-0 in favor of Elazer. Once again opens up with a 14-14. And Bly hopefully starts not with a hatch first on the gold. Because that's kind of what I'm expecting. If Bly has been watching anything today, he'll know to get pool first. Okay. Thank the Lord. Like that build that Elazer did last game honestly seemed terrible. If Bly had just kept his links at home, I don't even see how that works. It's not like link speed gives them more attack speed as well. First 6 links are on the way. It's once again going to be the exact same build order opener. Spine on the way for Bly. 6 links versus 6 links. Oh, great micro out of Elazer. And Bly runs his 4 links across the map to try and pick off reinforcements. I don't mind that as much somehow, some way. The queen needs to move down. The spine actually needs to come as well here, join the party. And I think Bly can just hold this, no? Okay, Now, am I an idiot? What is the advantage here for Elazer? Like, what is there? If he just moves the second spine down, isn't Elazer just behind? If he walks his queen across the map, I'll actually fight the Poland. I'll beat him up. Like, if you just... Why isn't Bly droning up? Okay, 9 drones for Bly. And just now the hatchery starts for Elazer. Isn't Elazer just dead? What a terrible build order. It's legit. How dare he brag about this opener? This is the worst opener I've seen in my life. It's absolutely nonsensical. Big supply block though for Bly here. As he's going for a 2-base type of play. In which he's a lot of gas. Oh, he's faking that he's macroing maybe. And then he'll build... Wait, what?
Hello?
Hello? Okay, what is Elazer doing?
Well, I don't know, like, I can't read his mind. He's playing only shit builds so far today, so
I haven't seen a single build that made any sense. And then when you ask him about it, it's like, no, you need to be aggressive here. Like, yeah, but you can also do good builds and be aggressive.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't really understand either. What's up with it? I don't understand, especially why he makes 3 queens on 1 base.
That's the biggest walking question, them across the map. Like, the queens that walk in CVZ, they just... yeah, I'm not sure. All right.
Can you put on Discord stream so I can see?
I can't right now. I need to change the minutes.
I will just check your stream.
Yeah. Oh, the 2 queens of Bly actually get caught here by the links. I think, honestly, that Elazer is just a little bit dead right now. Like, Bly's moving across the map with +1, 18 roaches against 0. There's 35 links out. They're trying to go for a... Well, picking up the reinforcement, but I don't think it's going to work, really. Bly's not getting the greatest trade so far, but Transfuse is difficult to hit, and it looks like Bly is busy winning this game. +1, still up in road. Oh, actually? Oh no, Bly.
I mean, Elazer is more all-in than Bly, and Elazer is defending, so...
Yeah. Spire on the way as well for Bly right now. And he has some gas and minerals banked up, so when it finishes, he can just start Mutalisk. Yeah, he can fill like 2 more all-ins and still be ahead, probably.
Yeah.
He also has a gold.
Yeah. He had like 2 backups to that attack.
Yeah. 2 lives. He got the green mushroom. Miko can do anything against the Mutas, right?
What it can queen? I think Mutas are pretty bad in this in the super speed mode because they die very fast, and I think queens should be pretty good against them. So I think what Miko's gonna do is just roach queen walk. Would be my guess.
He has 7 queens already because he wanted to do that anyway, no matter what.
Yeah. Exactly. So the Mutas are probably not the greatest idea, but I mean he has enough roaches to just win anyways, especially if he spends his money. But like there's a high chance, very high probability that Bly is gonna be supply blocked. Like 5 times within the next in the next 2 minutes, and then maybe it can work.
Ooh, there's some nice micro actually out of Elazer. It's so sick because I know if you would ask Elazer about the queen walls, you're like, you don't understand. They walk so fast.
Yeah, that's a terrible reason.
Yeah. When I know that's what he's going to say, it doesn't make sense. I really do believe that Elazer thinks that the quick speed is only for him or something. That guy's so stupid. Just walk the queens, bro. Okay, Roach is moving across the map out of Elazer, going for a bit of a run by.
God, look at Bly's. Look at production tab. 20 drones. That's wild.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Wild.
I completely missed
20
it.
drones at once.
Oh, this run by is actually winning the game, though. Bly just didn't respond in time. On the other hand, the Mutas still could maybe... Nah, it's too hard. You're right. I think it's too difficult to do something with Mutas. They're too frail.
Yeah, he's still fine though, I think. Like if you get knocked down on Dronkan, you can just remake them.
His income is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's because it shows income per minute, actually. Everyone's income is insane, isn't it? Ah. Yeah. Okay, I hadn't noticed that. I mean, we're only 15 games in so far, so...
The income is actually quite a bit worse than what it usually would be ×2 because the drone's acceleration and deceleration is, I feel like, bugged or the same.
Yeah.
So the build orders are like I go 18 hatch and it feels much better than 16 hatch, for example.
He sniped a spore, or tried sniping a spore, while there was 10 queens with full energy next to it. He actually won the game. It is so dumb. This is the worst builder I've seen in my life. You want to join as well?
Yeah, I want to join. I want to join these games.
You gotta see this from up close. Oof. Okay. Map number 3. Is there any insights in the practice that you've been doing for this? Because I know that Miko and Goblin have been playing some games. And Miko has also been playing against his favorite practice partner, the Easy AI, so...
That's a way to play. I asked Clem right before, like while Soul versus Goblin already was going on, we played 3 games, and that's my preparation. But I think just thinking about it makes the most sense. You can just think what units are better and what makes more sense on the ×2 mod. Like, for me it was relatively easy so far because Zerg is completely broken against Terran in this thing.
Yeah, the links against the Hellions seem really nice.
Yeah, especially also Bio just doesn't work, so that's a big plus.
And then mech usually doesn't work already, so...
exactly. But I think mech would be better if they have like a good defensive setup.
Or Hellbat All-ins would be good as well, no?
Hellbat All-ins is very strong. Like, I already told that to Clem.
Yeah, but then again, he played against Bly. Well, actually, Hellbat All-in is maybe not too bad against the guy that opens 2-base Roach every single game. If you just do a defensive Hellbat All-in. Oh, Elazer with a 12 pool.
He would have won with a Hellbat All-in if he didn't forget the army.
Yeah.
Oh, now Bly playing 12-11. That's a builder win for Elazer in normal speed. Now, all of that knowledge that we gathered throughout the years, I feel like it's completely thrown out the window in this tournament anyways, so we'll see how it plays out.
You know why also? Because Elazer isn't going to get a natural hatchery and he's going to walk his first queen across the map.
Is he going to proxy hatch? No,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, look where the drone is rallied into Bly's main.
Oh, he's going to pull the drones.
No. You can't. That's terrible. At the 2x speed, that's really bad.
I don't think it matters. We saw that last game's build. It made even less sense.
He's gonna hide a hatchery. Watch this. A spine crawler?
Okay, he's in range, though.
That's really bad. That's really bad for him.
I don't get it.
I mean, Bly should have first of all stayed at home the moment he saw the spine crawler and killed that stuff. And I also think he should have cancelled Baning Nest and made a hatchery instead.
I mean, the Baning Nest is going to be...
Oh,
but they're the same
Elazer
drone count.
No queen. Yeah, Elazer has no queen actually, so this might work.
And no hatch.
Bly has the gas for 1 Baneling.
This is the first Baneling war we got to see. That's very nice. Oh, misses it.
The second Baneling coming in hot. Okay, drones in the hatchery, please. He can. I think Bly is ahead if he delays the natural for as long as he can.
Yeah, I think Bly is quite good in these situations now. Like, he should know what... He's played this a lot, even though it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, he knows the general decision making. Just delaying your opponent's natural, getting banelings and drones, I guess, is what you do? Or do you even pull out of gas?
The extra banelings are a mistake, and yeah, you should pull out of gas. Okay. That would have been the best. Until you have 16 on your line, and then you can resaturate again.
Okay.
But maybe he's going to try to blow up the hatchery as it comes down or something.
Ooh, I like that type of move. I do like the sound of that. Okay, this spine is getting blasted. Ooh.
No. Bly, no.
He's hoping for Elazer to forget a transfuse.
That was so bad. I don't know in what world that was a trade ever that's gonna be good. Holy shit. And now we start walking again. This is so dumb.
But you don't understand. They can't respond in time. He's so stupid. He's gonna get another override.
200 gas in the bank.
It goes so fast. Actually, he's gonna kill the queens though. Oh!
No, can't. There's so many slow links.
Yeah, but there's a bane as well.
Yeah, but...
I don't know.
I mean, actually, focus firing even a slow bane is pretty hard.
Yeah.
With this speed.
Yeah.
It would have been pretty fun seeing that Bane just zigzagging and the Micro trying to kill it.
Did you see the 2 banelings of Bly on Blackburn versus Clem?
Yeah. Sick banelings. I mean, I think Bly is dead now. Miko's gonna queen walk and it's gonna work, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. But what about 2-base lurker?
2-base lurker, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think by the time lurker then is done, the queens are gonna be on the other side of the map because they walk so fast. You have to consider that.
I forgot for a second.
He's making nidus, even though they can walk so fast across.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Idiot. That's wasted money.
Yeah. Could have been more Ravagers.
If he ever starts a hedge fund, I'm not investing because this is just throwing it out of the window. Unbelievable.
Terrible investments.
Terrible investments. Where's he gonna put it? Is he gonna try the main? No, like, Bly knows the tricks though. Like he's ready for that.
Well, what he should have done is just walk out with the links and the roaches and then put it wherever the links and the roaches are because he could defend it. But yeah, he's putting it straight into the main. It does also spawn very fast, so.
Yeah. But the roaches also kill it very fast. You know, like this.
That's true.
It's a double-edged sword.
That's gonna work both ways. But I feel like Bly is having very big troubles in the games that I watched with spending his money in this mod.
Yeah, because you need to inject so fast, right? That's probably
to inject
the
all the time, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Bly is dead. Miko also struggling spending though.
Because he's not injecting anymore.
Yeah. It sometimes looks like they're ice skating a little bit, the roaches. When they skip like an animation or something. Yeah, now the transfuses are just too good. And Miko's just preemptively transfusing as well. Knight is in the main ice game. 2-1. I really had high hopes. I think if Bly hadn't just thrown away all of his links and banes into a queen wall, this game would have looked very different.
Yeah, I don't know what that was on the ramp, honestly. Like, not only did he throw away his units, it enabled Elazer to take his hatchery right away, and Bly had to make new units at all, because Elazer still had 20 slowly, so kind of scary, I guess.
Cut into his drone count. Yeah, that was a mistake. It's really cool, though, to see that he just becomes, like, kind of gimmickier, you know, even more, like, he's already kind of gimmicky usually, but now he's, like, going completely ham. Like, he really abuses, you know, I like that a lot.
I can't wait to play against either of them, to be honest. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I think in one of the games we should just ban roaches so we can force a Link Bane war. I think we should do that. I'm sure Elazer is going to be down.
Yeah, the first game.
Yeah.
It would be really good. I like that. Okay. Is Elazer ready yet?
He's thinking about 100 different possibilities right now of how to walk the queens across the map.
Do you think he's gonna take a gold? No way, right?
No way. With the way they're playing, I think gold first would be pretty suicidal. I also don't think a gold first actually is that good here because, like, how are you gonna defend it against banelings?
Mm-hmm.
Even against a normal hatch first. I also really wonder if hatch first is that bad against what they're doing, because I don't think it is. Like they're playing 13-12, like they're playing like 14-14, and their links arrive super late. I'm gonna try. Well, we'll see later, I guess.
We'll see what happens. All right, the bottom right, spawning as the blue Zerg player playing for Team Ago, opening up once again with a 14-14. It's going to be Elazer. And in the top left, spawning as the red Zerg playing for On Fire, it is Bly. What team is Bly actually playing for right now?
Prep Esports. Prep Esports.
Oh, Prep Esports, okay. Prep Bly On Fire. There we go. I like that Elazer just goes back to this build after it completely failed on Blackburn. He's like, huh, let's see if we can pull the same trick again.
It should have also failed on the other map, or Berlingrad. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It really should have. They're some of the worst, absolute worst builds I've seen. I thought I was going wild and maybe there was like a trick I was missing or something, but yeah, I guess it just sucks. Bly looks at this and goes, ah, that's nice. It's another free win. Are you supposed to chase this with the links, by the way? Because Bly did everything single time so far. I guess you don't want them...
If they take a fight, that's great for you, but once they have 8 Zerglings, you should stop chasing. Like 6 links versus 6 links. Obviously, you want to take that before the speed is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you just make drones as Bly and you're ahead.
Yeah,
it's really not even that complicated, to be honest.
Yeah. He only built one spine this time as well. He's getting more
Yeah,
comfortable in the
better.
defense. Oh. This is so stupid. Why would they do that?
Okay. He's losing his queens now to the slow link. One queen goes down. So now let's hope that Bly makes a wall, and then the game should be kind of over.
Yeah.
Full wall, full wall, full wall, full wall.
Actually?
I mean, like, that's not a good wall.
Can you bug through it?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, he's not gonna try.
And Bly's just gonna go... What's he play? He has so much gas, no? Is he gonna go Lair, Inspire?
He's gonna, I guess, Nidus himself. I don't know why he made Zerglings. Like, that seems like... It's a lot better to just make an extra Evo instead of the slow Zerglings for defense.
He's going Spire.
Could be. He also plays Forgas Roach Nidus sometimes, so I think it's that.
Okay. Yeah, Elazer's actually kind of getting back into the game, isn't he? Oh! But now he's gonna lose a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah.
Slow links just ran out of...
I think they ran under an Overlord as well. But they pass so quick, even without speed. It's impossible to see. You can't blame them. Can't blame the guy for it. He's not gonna Nidus. I think Bly also realizing just now that the units walk so fast, you can just go across the map by foot. There's no need. Oh! No, I guess the Nidus.
I wonder what Miko is doing. He doesn't even have a lair yet. I guess he's just gonna try to survive, which is good against Bly. It's a generally good game plan.
He's oversaturating his natural a lot because he said he thinks this is the best, right? Because you can oversaturate your base crapped on.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I think oversaturation here is good, but like you can also just make a third hatchery every now and again.
Oh, here comes Bly, and Bly is knocking on heaven's door. And GG. Wow.
Great stuff, great stuff.
2-2.
Unbelievable games. Honestly, very high level. I wonder now that Elazer might have realized that the build is shit, if he might...
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna change.
Game.
Would you dare though, if you put all your effort into this one build?
Did he not join the second and third game because he tried to figure out a build order?
I don't know.
Probably, right?
It's Curious, right? The final map? I think I'm correct. Yeah, Curious.
Looks about right.
Alright. Oh, it would be really cool to have Bly in the finals. I'd love that. What a comeback story.
This is madness, he says.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. I mean, like, if Elazer just plays hatch first now, I feel like Bly is the type of player that, because he just does the same shit over and over again, he's also gonna go pool first, expecting Elazer to do the same shit over and over again. So Elazer should hatch first. They're both... Okay, no, they're breaking a drone. Elazer 2 drones already.
Oh, there we go. He's going again. He's going again. Perhaps he saw some improvements on the build order. You can pull out of gas slightly quicker for the faster queen. Which then he'll proceed to walk across the map with a higher... Oh! Oh, I thought he was going to get a second gas, but it's just for the...
He did that every game.
Okay, I wasn't not paying that close attention.
That's what I mean, like he for sure tested this before the series started. And he came up with this as the best strategy there is.
Pool first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the exact same thing as the 2 games that Bly won so far. As Elazer accepts it one more time. He says, alright, let's go. Let's try it. Bly's looking for the fight. Once again, just builds a single spine. Bly's playing gasless this time, by the way. I don't think he did that
last
before.
game too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Ah, that's why he had the triple queen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is just a marvelous start. Is there a faster hatch this time for Elazer, though?
Yeah, he did a hatch before queen. I mean, oh, that's a bad fight for Black. Very bad fight for Black, but still good enough. I mean, the build just sucks.
Yeah.
Bly even killed his own Zergling. That's how. He's already pitying Elazer for that shit.
Okay, so it's 4 drones. 5. It's gonna be down a fair amount. Also down 2 queens, obviously. If this was not on 2 times speed, what would the percentages be here? Oh.
The same players. It's probably still like a 20%, I would say. Or, yeah,
20% for Elazer?
Yeah, maybe even 30%. I could see.
Okay. And if the players were completely even?
Then it's like a 10%.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, Elazer's gonna be capable of getting a couple of drones here. At least, I think. No, he just got... I'm not sure how many he got. 1 or 2. So,
well,
once again...
before, so.
Elazer... Oh, so then he got all 3, I guess. Look at this. The queens, man. The queens. There's no counter. They march in. They get the Overlord.
What the hell, man?
Actually, can't believe it.
A wall. I don't know why Bly is just not... Like, why is he just not making a 3rd building in the wall?
Gonna lose some workers here if he isn't careful as well. Lost the Roach Warren. He's gonna throw down a Spire now because he doesn't have a Roach Warren. I can feel it. Oh!
He made a 3rd building. That's fantastic.
I'd love to see a Spire, man. I'm a huge fan of the Spire.
You know what I would love to see?
No.
An Overlord.
Oh, I also would like that. And him spending some of his money, I guess.
Yeah, like a Makraj. I honestly think Makraj wouldn't be that bad for Bly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's winning the mind games against Elazer, that's for sure, but the execution part...
7 Overlord.
Yeah.
So
I'm shocked.
Elazer against Elazer.
I truly am shocked.
He macroed so poorly that Elazer is now even. That's pretty sad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, Nidus network on the way. It's gonna be a 1-1 roach speed Nidus. I mean, there is a possibility now. There's not that many roaches for Elazer. Elazer also started a Nidus and then cancelled it.
Yeah, I guess he thought it was Muda for some reason.
Oh? I mean, this hatch is dead. There's
Bly
a unit in the wall.
Ahead as well. Like, Bly doesn't need to kill him. Now that he killed the hatch, he could just make drones, theoretically, and +2.
Nidus in the main. In vision!
Well, that's not gonna work.
But the Nidus goes up very fast. Oh! Goes into the natural. Snipes 3 queens. This is not it, is it?
No, this is not good. Queens are not really worth that much. Even though Elazer is pretending that they are the series, but realistically, the roaches are worth much more. Since they're even faster towards the other side of the map.
Yeah. Oh, this could be a good fight though for Bly. And he's getting a Spire, and he has a bit of money saved up as well. They both sniped each other's bases. This is very exciting.
Yeah. Bly is not injecting yet. Like, once he starts injecting, if he starts to get like 9 mutas and
15 larvae,
just roaches.
Oh, 18 larvae. He doesn't need it. Injects.
No need.
He's good for the rest of the game. 11 mutas. Okay, that's it now. It's game. Elazer can go home.
Well, Elazer already has 5 queens, so that's pretty good. Elazer also has decent upgrades already. Yeah. Oof, Nidus. I mean, if Bly just keeps making roaches, usually in a normally timed game, this should be a free win, but...
Look at him. Queens go down. Queens. No, he should have just right-clicked the queens, no?
Well, this is also fine, I think. And now just defend. The roaches of Bly, it's very important to take a look at them, first of all. That was such a bad fight, holy shit.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
I don't know what... Bly, why did you defend the low ground?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he did that. He's killing the Nidus though. I think Bly might still be winning.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that. The drones need to go back to the natural, that's a good call. He still has the spine from the early game.
Yeah, that's super useful.
Super nice.
Yeah. Okay, so he has the mutas. There's 7 queens for Elazer though, and Elazer has +2 attack. Bly is up in roaches. He's gonna attack with everything. He's gonna kill the third base.
That should win the game. Like, Elazer has no spore in the main, which means he can force the queens into the main. Attack at the front with the roaches.
Yeah, but he does 19 against 15, and it's +2 against Carib, +1.
Yeah, but then, like, if the queens go towards the main, and then the roaches attack the third, the mutas can win the fight with the roaches, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly kind of like this. That. Yeah. It's tricky to maneuver though, huh?
Oh my god, there was a... The roach micro of Bly is not entirely on point, and now Nidus is going up in his own main base. I don't think he's seeing it. Oh, Bly! Not like this.
I think he died. No?
Yeah, there's a good chance. I mean, the Mutas should kill all the drones in the main base right now. There's also a Ravager on the other side of the map for some reason.
Oh, he can kill the Nidus. Oh! Transfuse wasn't in time. He can kill the Queens.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead? It's over?
I think so. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to play against this 14-14.
Yeah. Are you scared yet?
Yeah, very.
I can't imagine. Don't forget about the Queens.
Terrifying.
Don't forget about the Queens. My last words of advice before you have to play the finals. I forgot to put the score on, but we all know it was 2-2. Wow. The unbeatable build does it. After going down 0-2 with it, he wins it. Actually, he also played in game 1, which he won. So yeah, 2-2 with this build.
I mean, I want to see if I can hold it with Hedge first of all. But
That's big.
then, yeah. Big balls.
Okay. Well, we got all the players that we need, actually. So we can just get started. Best of 7, 1, 2, 3, yeah, etc. Big
Right,
maps.
I'll head out of Discord, alright?
Holy shit. And the build is not as good as I thought.
It's awful, dude. We realized after Burling Red already.
I think it's so good.
It's so
The guy
bad.
just was blind countering. He was blind countering. I'm telling you.
And you didn't figure it out after you already blank countered it.
Man, you're in for a ride. You're gonna lose to this build.
Yeah, I think so.
Like he actually had a build order, man. The gasless stuff was pretty good.
Well, let's just pull first, and then he sees your links coming and cancels the gas. It's not really a...
That's what he did. Okay.
Just play the normal pull first. It's not really that complicated.
Okay. One question first, Elazer. Are you down to play a game of no roaches, just Link Bane Wars?
Wait, let me think. What about queens, though? The
Lambo?
queens are powerful.
Yeah, you can mass queens. I don't
Okay, then we can play that. Let's just ban roaches for this match overall.
Okay, no, first
game.
Because I think roaches are a bit, I don't know, not as fun.
No, I think we'll have a good time watching this, no matter what.
Like, can you, I don't know, pick the maps randomly somehow? I don't want to pick.
Just pick the maps from top to bottom.
Sure.
Okay, 2K first.
Alphabetically.
2K.
Alright, yeah, let's go.
I'll host. Alright.
Good luck.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck.
I like that the first thing he asked was about the queens. He's down with banning the roach, but once it's like, what about the queens though, guys? I can build more than one per hatch, right? When it comes to the queens, guys. He's so sick. Freaking Elazer. No roaches. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. The final series of today. It's going to be a best of 7 in the finals here. And first of all, a shout out to the man who made this possible, called topadabronze, who was kind enough to sponsor this tournament. I enjoyed this very much. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's just get straight into it here. We have a best of 7 on our hands. The top right spawning as the blue player playing for team AGO. It's none other than Elazer. And in the bottom left spawning as the red Cirque is of course Shopify Rebellion's Lambo. Lambo is getting the hatchery on the low ground here. It's a 12 pool against a 17 hatchery. And it's with the drones as well. Now Lambo said that this is garbage. Terrible pooling drones. Awful, awful, awful. Links are going to get spotted. Drones are not going to get spotted. But he'll know that it's a 12 pool. I wonder what the correct response is here. No gas is being taken. I mean, there's no wall in time either. Spines are starting. Not the greatest fight to start with for Lambo. Who starts moving towards... I think Lambo's just dead, no? Isn't he? Isn't Lambo just dead? It's hard to say, honestly, but I have no clue who's winning. Okay, Elazer won. GG! After 1 minute and 18 seconds. The score is 1-0. I guess technically this was a map without roaches. I can't believe you wasted a no roach game just like that. That's Elazer says owned. We can have one more no roach game. Okay, no roach anymore. I think Lambo's really pissed right now. He doesn't really want to lose against Elazer's garbage. He's just, fun and game time is over now. As Lambo's gonna play 16 pool every single game. Beautiful start of the series. Yeah, don't get up to get a drink, guys. Can be over before you know it. Okay, bottom right it's Elazer. Top left is Lambo. And Elazer double drone. Okay, he's going for the build. It's the build. The Elazer special here. Against whatever Lambo is going to be playing. Lambo just opens up with 16 pools. So, according to Lambo, this is an absolute free win. We'll see how he'll finish the game after a successful hold, of course. Because that will be the first step, the successful hold. 6 links will be a necessity, as he's saving up 3 larvae for the moment the pool finishes up. 6 links immediately on the way. And here goes Elazer. Did get spotted by that Overlord. I was a bit too slow with checking it, but I'm 100% positive about that. 6 links are on the low ground here for Lambo. Lambo sees the lack of a natural for Elazer. Needs to make sure to not lose that Overlord though. The queens are really quick. Can be tricky to respond at times. Queen with a lot of links moving down. And this spine will also migrate towards the low ground at some point. A couple of links are actually being saved. Oh, a lot of links are being saved up in the main base. I mean, at some point, these links will need to show up. Okay, this is a different build. So it's just saving infinite links and then he'll go eventually. Oh, this is brilliant. It's terrible, but brilliant at the same time. I kind of like it. The moment the wall is up, though, the game 100% ends. Like, it's just over. Lambo starts moving across the map. That is potentially a mistake. So there's 14 more links on the way. Oh, no. Lambo. Lambo. Oh, Lambo. Lambo right now is going to scramble to put a defense together. Needs to full wall this. Is not going to be capable of. I like this little alternative wall. I think he's dead, though. I absolutely believe that he might be dead. Lots of links on the way. Good drone micro. Man, Lambo's controlling this so well. He's honestly been the best player so far today. He really has been. This should have been... I'm not sure if it should have been over, but the defense shouldn't have been this clean, that's for sure. That was so good. Very quick thinking out of the German Zerg. Good set of brains in his head over there. The follow-up is with double gas. We have an Evo chamber. Baneling Nest. Perhaps Roach Bane is a possible follow-up. We have Link Speed on the way as well. Elazer's gonna continue building links off of 2 hatcheries. He's running them around the map. Okay, so he pretends he's at home right now with these links, right? He ran them back through Overlord Vision. And now he ran them through the edges. 3rd base is being built. Queens are moving on the map. Lambo goes into layer 4 gas. Has 3 Evo chambers as well. That's quite a solid wall. The Link sees the full wall. And yeah, Elazer's just kind of dead in a way. Elazer's gonna try to macro out of it, but I don't think that's quite possible. As oversaturating on 2 base isn't as bad as it usually is. Elazer somehow got into the main, takes out a queen, but will lose all of these links. No, there's nothing in hold position here. Hatch might get taken out, will not get taken out, barely survives. And now will get killed. Cancel is in time here for Lambo. He's building a crap ton of roaches. 10 roaches are already done. +1 is done. Ravagers are being morphed, and this Overlord most likely will die. If Lambo, hello. There we go. Thank you very much. Queen's in a bit of trouble as the Lynx get the surround off. Roaches dishing out a fair amount of damage as well. I think Lambo just kind of needs to go back home, honestly. There's no real reason for him to be across the map right now. I just wanted to force out some units, make sure that he stays up in drones. He's floating a fair amount of money, fair amount of cash here. 500 minerals, having trouble spending that. As you see Elazer finally go into lair. And oversaturating some of those gases as well. Lambo not doing that. Isn't too keen on that, I guess. Lambo sees the fact that there's a late lair. Immediately fires up 6, 7, 8 more roaches, or drones, excuse me. +2 on the way as well. Roach speed. And Elazer just has this weird pattern of building roaches, then building drones, then building roaches, then building drones. Well, Lambo a lot more in straight lines building drones, and then now going for a big influx of roaches. I think he'll go for a +2 timing, and there's a good possibility that he will make it work. Overseer out of Elazer is going to scout absolutely everything. Lambo supply blocks his opponent and is going for the fight. Lynx make their way into the main base one more time, but the 2 queens, good transfuse timings. Drones go back to work. And here comes Lambo. 2-1 against +1. Up 2 upgrades. As long as he hits before the +2 of Elazer finishes up. He's going to get such a good angle in this fight as well. Starts moving forward. Oh my god, Biles did absolutely everything. Once again, the Biles hit. The control out of Elazer is very good, but his upgrades are just a little bit worse. Hydra then here for Lambo as well. And these Biles just dropping straight on top of their opponent. As I think that Lambo has enough to finish the game here. Has a solid concave, still up 2 upgrades as well. And Elazer will need to tap out. Lambo will tie up the series. GG. And we'll be heading into map number 3 as soon as we can. Lambo with a nice build you have there. Indeed looked kind of weak. Pull first, blind counter. I wonder if Elazer's gonna play it again. We might get to see a hatchery first defense as well. That would be something. I actually think this... did we have any other games that didn't look too odd? I think some of the uThermal versus Lambo game on Blackburn was relatively normal. It felt pretty normal at least. Oh, I forgot the mod. My bad. It's the first time I forgot. I'm actually kind of impressed by myself as well. That I only forgot once. I feel like it would be very easy to do that a couple of times. My bad, my bad. Alright. Race, Lambo. And then I'll be ready. I hope Elazer's still ready. He didn't say anything. But I bet he is. Oh, sorry, not Blackburn. You played on Curious Mind against Lambo. That was the most normal game of the day, I think. uThermal versus Lambo on Curious Mind. That actually resembled a game. Something of a game, at least. Sure, it wasn't normal in the regular sense of normal. But there was some things that seemed semi-normal. Some solid splits as well by uThermal. I'm curious. Especially for the speed. Better than what Clem did on Blackburn, that's for sure. Tough luck for the Terrans though. Having to actually micro your units rather than just move commanding them through the opponent's army. Apparently still a little more difficult on 2x speed. You have a bit of a Zerg party here. Scores 1-1. And Lambo will be in the bottom left. Elazer in the bottom right. What did Elazer open with? Was this a hatch first? Yeah. So Lambo got tricked into playing pool first again. Or well, tricked. He's playing pool first. Not sure if he got tricked. He's just playing pool first. Safe and solid. The true safe and solid Zerg that he is. Now Elazer's kind of wild with the queens today. So it wouldn't surprise me if it just goes for these overlords. Because you have no time to respond. And the queens are just so fast. Yeah. He's ready. He was gonna go. If it wasn't for these two links. He was gonna go if it wasn't for the links. I can ensure you that. Come on. I know you want to, Elazer. He's smelling, you know. He's sniffing. He's like, oh, what do I smell? This is an interesting move here. There's no wall yet. There's no... Okay, Lambo just wins the game, no? There's no units whatsoever here for Elazer. GG. As game 3 goes to Lambo with a Link Flood after 1 minute and 50 seconds. Took me more time to host that map than it took for them to play it. Elazer's watching the replay and wondering what went wrong. Very exciting stuff here today. Curious Minds going to be our 4th map. I just start immediately. They'll be ready or they aren't. To be fair, if you miss like the first 3 seconds... If you miss the first 3 seconds of the game, it's already game over probably. You're forced to 12 pool. Absolutely forced to 12. I wouldn't be surprised if Elazer goes for another 12 pool here, by the way. I really wouldn't be. Lambo on 2. Best of 7. Oh, it's Lambo who's going for the 12 pool. And Elazer not going for his imbalanced build. I think both of these guys figuring out that the Zergling might just be the best unit in the game. If Lambo will pull his workers with it, or if he's actually going to go into a macro game. This is a pull first out of Elazer, so should be very holdable. 6 links. We'll see the drones being pulled now or never. No, it's just going to be a hatchery. So follow-up is just going to be standard. Now, the defensive micro with the drones might actually be really hard. It might be really difficult. Because you still need to pull workers. Oh no, not with 16 pool. Well, maybe you do. See a worker pool here. Yeah, the links are out. Lambo's going to be pretty pissed about this. Down 4 workers right now. 10 links for Lambo against the 8 of Elazer. Lambo's taking a decent trade. Did he kill any drones? 1 drone dead. Natural's delayed. Good start for Elazer. No gas as well, of course. So could be going into a 2-base build. Evo, Roach Warren at the ramp. We see Lambo actually taking a gas. At the same time as Elazer. And Elazer will get the scout as well, if he wants to, of course. He's trying to kill that link, does end up getting it. Now we'll go for some drones. Difficult, of course, to do the defensive micro there. Loses 1 drone, loses a link. We still have 1 link around. So Elazer tries to go for 1 more, will not quite get it. $20 drones in the main base for Elazer. Lambo is... So it gets splitting them up a bit better. I'm not quite sure on this mod if it matters too much. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look how fast they are. That's so ridiculous. But the overlords also fly away very quickly. I guess this is the one thing that Elazer really kind of didn't account for. It's actually worse than usual, because usually you can stutter step pretty well, but this time you can't. So the queens chasing the overlords actually is worse than it usually is. The entire logic of Elazer makes absolutely 0 sense. Actually, none. It just doesn't make any sense. He's going up to 50 workers on 2 bases. 3rd base is being taken already for a Lambo. He tries to enter the main base, or the natural base of his opponent. Now Lambo will start taking gases as well. Roach Warren goes down +1 carapace to start with. Is that a mistake? Lair as well over here. Is that carapace a mistake out of Lambo? Does he not know that he didn't start his +1 range that game? Now he starts his range. That definitely is a mistake. Range more impactful than carapace usually is. Here comes Elazer with a couple of roaches. Might get a snipe on the 3rd base here. If Lambo isn't careful. Even if Lambo is... Yeah, here comes the Queen. I know right now Lambo is tilting off his chair. Seeing the queens. Absolutely tilting off his chair. Oh, almost hits a bile there. Lambo continues defending off 2 base and just gives up his 3rd base. Does end up getting his own +1, so that will help the fight. Meanwhile, Miko Y Ogonoski, also known as Elazer, is getting a Spire behind this, +2. And he's loading a fair amount of money because he doesn't have any queens at home. Because they all walked across the map. Is he actually spreading creep on the other side? Oh my god, he actually just stood in a bile there. He needs to be careful. Like, he's ahead, but he's not that far ahead. He's actually down in army supply right now. The mutas are going to save him. And Nida's Worm could still potentially have something. Could still have something. So Elazer walks back home. I think just Lambo is a little bit dead, honestly. Mutalists are gonna move across, and with the mutas, I think this game will just immediately end, as Lambo should just tap out. +2 finishing as well for Elazer. There's nothing that Lambo can do right now. Starts a Spore, and we'll start moving across the map as well. So Elazer actually throws away like 6-7 roaches into his opponent. Maybe you can hit the mutas with a bile if they're not paying attention. Or maybe you can walk under them with the queens. The queens are just a little bit quicker. You just surprise the muta by appearing under them. Or you burrow 6 queens in the corner, and because the unburrow so quick, because it's 2 times speed, you can maybe catch the mutas as they're trying to escape the main base that you fill with spores. I have a couple of ideas that I think I'll tell Elazer about after this. At the same time, we have Lambo moving forward. +2 not quite done yet. He's also down 40 supply, which also isn't too helpful. Being down 40 supply, that is. Hydrodam researching the range. Yeah, Lambo's just going for a max out with very little drones, but it's not really going to work out. Biles are hitting, biles are missing. Elazer walks straight into a bile, but there's just too much Elazer. Not quite enough Lambo. GG gets called. The series is all tied up 2-2. Look how happy Elazer is with how fast his mutas were. Oh, he's actually more talking about the acceleration and how they move. They do move a bit funky. We'll see if Lambo has any plans left. So you have game number 5. Played on Glittering Ashes. We have at least 3 more games, I think, right? No, at least 2 more games. It's best of 7. Oh. It might come to an end soon. I mean, 3 games, that's what, 10, 12 minutes maybe? Depending a bit on how fast they want to play it. Lambo is throwing the anchor. Mutas are pretty bad. So he's about to mass Muta now himself. Oh, Elazer's back. Elazer is back. He's doing it. He is doing it. The Elazer build. The 14-14. Lambo with the pool first into gas. Or was it gas first into pool? I think it's gas first into pool. Now this is exciting. This is possibly the worst build in the entire world. And we're gonna see it fail. Or work. One of the two. But most likely fail, because it never really works. Lambo hasn't spotted the links quite yet. Will now start a spine the moment he sees this. I can only imagine. Ooh, needs to pull some workers. Didn't actually start a spine. Not yet. Oh, he's chasing very far, huh? Elazer actually might be making it work. Oh, the Overlord. Elazer with the Queen doing it again. Elazer with the Queen doing it one more time. Supply blocking Lambo, who is building a spine at this point. No, he cancelled the spine. Risky plays, risky plays. Has his own speed as well, of course. Oh! Gets the catch on these links. Will be capable of moving across the map. So now we're just straight up in a speedling versus speedling battle. As Elazer has 6 more workers. And Lambo really has no tangible advantage to speak of. I mean, he has 15 links extra. I guess that's a pretty big advantage. I guess being capable of killing your opponent could be considered a tangible advantage. Oh, but Elazer just in time. Okay, I didn't realize that Lambo had that many more links. I apologize. 23 works. Throwing down a Baning Nest as well. So we're going to see a couple of Banelings morph in soon. And I think we'll get our first real Link Bane war. Well, it's not real Link Bane war. It's only one guy will have Banelings. These Banelings barely didn't get spotted. Now we have a counter attack coming out of Elazer, who spots the Baneling Nest and should be pretty shook. Oh, this is a huge counter though. This is a huge counter. And what I don't think Lambo is quite ready for is going to go into the natural. Well, he can get through with the Banes, but there's not enough links here. At the same time, the links in his own main base are being kind of annoying. That Baneling detonates into nothingness. I think Elazer's done it again. With the counter attack. Holding on. 17 workers against 13. There's Baneling still for Lambo. The Queen count. Uh-oh. I know what's coming. Queen 4 and 5 on the way. I've seen this before. I am familiar with this place. I know what they're up to. Right? Hello? Start moving. They're not going yet. There's some micro here on the other side. 2 links killing 4 workers. Pretty standard. I mean, it is still going to happen. Like, I know. I can feel it. I really can. But when is the question. Maybe he'll start spreading some creep. Yeah, here we go. Get a head start. +1 Evo. Or sorry, Evo as well as a Roach Farm is being built right now. Layer on the way for Elazer. Not quite for Lambo. No third base for Elazer. There is a third base for Lambo. And Elazer's still ahead. Actually forces a detonation on one of these Banes. I think a Lambo... Yeah. This really sucks for a Lambo because it's difficult to get back into these Roach Wars. Gets a second Evo at this point. He's closing workers, but he's not close at all when it comes to the money and the assets that he has. Like, he's just down in roaches by so much. It's pretty painful. Links are trying to go for a kill here. And will detonate one Baneling once again. There's a lot of roaches on the way right now. Lambo is catching up, but mainly because Elazer is not injecting as of this moment. Just 4 larvae available. That's not enough to spend all of his cash. We have some minor trades here on the other side of the map, as Elazer will take out another drone. And Lambo's going to lose another Overlord if he's not careful. As the queens are ferocious at hunting these bad boys down. Nidus network for Elazer. He's going to hit before his own +2. He's also going to hit before his opponent's +2. Roach count is 25 against 32. There's 5 queens against 3. This is kind of close. If the Nidus doesn't go down, which honestly, oh, there's roach in the main. Lambo. Okay, he's barely in time. And this fight, it's not the greatest. I think Lambo just lost this fight on this side while I was looking at the Nidus finishing up. Yeah, there's too many roaches right now. Another Nidus goes down into the main base. And Elazer will take this game, I believe, once this Nidus finishes. Yep, here come the roaches. This is the speed that the Nidus used to poop out units before the nerf as well, by the way. Actually 2 times speed. That's insane. I remember playing against Farmos back in the day. It was no fun whatsoever. GG gets called. Lambo loses game 5 and Elazer puts himself on match point. So we'll be heading into potentially the final game of the day. of this tournament. And perhaps of this mod ever. As I doubt anyone will be down to play more after today. Go, go, good luck, have fun. See, Elazer says dry. The unbeatable build actually did do it. I'm not sure if he was ahead after that though. I think it had more to do with the fact that he got a Ling counter attack in. Which ended up being quite painful for Lambo. And also Lambo's initial response with the drone pool just didn't seem too tight. Have a look what's going to happen here though. If Elazer will play it one more time. To end it with... Oh yeah, he is. Oh no, he's not. Wait, he just went into 14 Overlord or what? Oh no, wait, what? He just does the Overlord trick. Maybe that's better? 18 hatch for Lambo. No. 18 gas, 17 pool. And Elazer going for the 17 hatch. $19 gas, 18 pool. Was it a mind game all along of Elazer to play crappy builds that Lambo felt the need to play pool first against? It is possible. It very well is possible. Oh, is this the same build that Lambo played on Blackburn, where it just ran across the map with a bunch of links? Oh yeah, it is. Look at this. This is gonna be legendary again. Elazer has absolutely no clue what's kicking off. Look at the reaction speed that Elazer needs to go for. So, I'll tell you guys when he sees it on the minimap. I'm just looking at the minimap right now. Now, this is it. Oh, he immediately changed his pace. Come on, come on. Does he have enough time? Ooh, gets the full wall. Has no units whatsoever though. Isn't building any units either. Oh, this isn't a full wall at all. Okay, so Elazer once again just dies. Perhaps this is the unbeatable build. Last time the game took 1 minute and 48 seconds. This time though, it might actually last a little bit longer. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. As Lambo ties up the series and we go to the absolute final match of the day. Game 7 of the best of 7. And it will be played on the greatest map of all time. Pride of Altaris. Actually going the distance. Man, this is a really long best of 7. I think we've almost been going for 20 minutes now. 22, 23 minutes or so. A crazy long time. Not used to this type of series anymore. I wonder what Elazer is going to do in the toilet. Probably going to consider what build he'll do. Will he build his gas at 14? Lambo also thinking, is he going to take the gold first? If he takes the gold first, I actually think that's the ballsiest play he could do. If he takes the gold first. I would love that so much. That you guys have no clue. I'm really curious, what he... Come on. Come on, Elazer. What do you have planned for us? Are we going to see Queen's March across the map? Are we going to see Link's March? Maybe some Link Bane Wars? I mean, anything truly is possible. It really is. It's hard to imagine what will happen, though. Tell Lambo about the anti-Muta Queen Burrow tactics. I somehow have a feeling that the game is going to end before the layer even finishes. That's a long freaking minute. Oh. Here we go. Okay, final map of the day, of the tournament, of the year, perhaps. That's depressing. Okay. In the top left, spawning as the blue Zerg player, playing for team AGO. It's the one, it's the only Elazer. And in the bottom right, spawning as the red Zerg, playing for Shopify Rebellion, is Lambo. You've got it. Debuild. And Lambo opens up with the same thing that he did last game. I guess the difference with this and the pool first that he did before is that he doesn't get a blind 6 link. So he wants to go for another link flood with his own speed. Is Elazer just saving the links at home? Both of them are just saving links. Now, usually that goes better for the guy that doesn't have 11 workers. Oh, this was like a fake hatchery timing. Oh, he's playing... Oh, he played 14, 13, 12. Oh, this is such a brilliant build. But also, it's awful. At the same time. It's going to get scouted. It's just going to get scouted. So, what is Lambo? Lambo just needs to give up the natural, I think. Get a spine maybe even in the main? Is that what you do? Do you give up the natural? I have no clue. What's the count here? The link count. Lambo has more links. Okay, he doesn't need to give up the natural if you have more links. He also has a queen. Oh, this game just ended. Again. But it's never really over. Is it ever really over? Okay, I think Lambo just lost an Overlord. Elazer wins this fight over here. Doesn't really take a fight on the other side. Resources lost in favor of Elazer, but he's down 6 workers. Lambo too afraid to build anything but links. Elazer too afraid to build anything but links. We have 2 scared Zerg players. So Lambo now gets the scout. 2 more drones on the way for Elazer. Lambo's just gonna keep pushing. Elazer's actually surpassing Lambo when it comes to the drones. But when it comes to the links, Elazer just has, well, too little, basically. He has too little drones. Or too little links. I don't think he can hold. 59 against 25. That's it. Lambo pushes through. GG. As the build loses once again. And Elazer loses the series. Lambo, the champion of the 2x speed tournament. The fastest player in the brain. The fastest player with the clicks as well. Wow. What a video gamer that Lambo is. Absolutely crazy. Nice.
Hello.
Oh, so winner's interview?
Of course, man. I outsmarted this guy on so many levels. Yeah.
Okay, just walk me through. Where did you outsmart him? How many times?
Well, his builds are... I don't know why you keep making gas at 14. Like, what?
You think it's too early or what?
No, I think the build's just... Well, it's good against Hedge first, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah. When I was thinking about it, it would be good against all the cheeses. It would be good against Hatch first, but yeah, against Pool first, it's bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I also thought 12 pool drone pool would be shit against normal, but just you mine so many less minerals. And also
like I come to your base with the same timing, but instead of 300 minerals, I have 100, so I can only make my 1 spine.
Yeah, I thought it would be fine for Hedge first, because usually the 12 pool player needs to micro a little bit more, but yeah, it's not. I had no chance.
I think you maybe could win somehow there.
Yeah, probably run away with all the drones instantly, and then fight when the links are out or something.
Yeah, just hide the choke. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but crazy, man. The superior race and the superior players.
I got tilted the last game. I was so stupid to do this build. It obviously loses to pool first. I didn't think about that. I went to the toilet and I thought to myself, man, he's gonna be so surprised. Maybe you're just getting afraid.
But it wasn't even the Hedge first timing. I'm pretty sure your Hedge was later than the Hedge.
Yeah, but could you tell in this game?
I thought it was pool first. I thought you were playing pool first.
Really?
It was in between pool first and hatch first. It looked really weird. I thought you were doing something weird.
Yeah, because
check-
again,
check
like
my video.
just this mod is not like really accurate with economy. Hard to say.
Yeah, it's-
Because with this build actually has
acceleration of the
exactly.
guns.
It's supposed to be exactly hatch first timing.
Yeah, but
Or
it
like
was
1
only
second
later.
earlier.
All right. Any other thoughts, guys?
Well, I would have liked to see if Skytos is actually beatable if Zerg can't micro. I really would have liked to see that, but
Yeah, I think Protoss is
Protoss is
actually
gonna
broken.
shit the bed.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Protoss is broken. Like you just play 2 base, full
no.
wall with Forge.
Okay, I think
Then
you're
you go
missing.
2 base Mass Void.
I think you're missing something. How do you defend any of the queen walks?
yeah, that was.
You
that
just stay
was-
on 2 base. Just
No,
stay on 2
but
base.
they hit way faster than usual. No.
But
Way
I cannot
faster.
break you on 2 base though.
Max out on 2 base, Kevin.
Max out onto this. All right. I'll consider that.
Yeah, because you can saturate much more in this game, as I said. Like you can have 4 on the gas, you can have 20.
Yeah, but you're
couple-
still. I think you still need like 6 gas at least. No, you can't just do this on 4 gas.
Yeah, but I think you expand after you have like some army of Void Rays, which doesn't require micro, and yeah, it's pretty
Just
good.
make macro Nexi like King Cobra.
Yeah, but that doesn't
King
give you more
Cobra
gas,
boosts a lot
does
faster.
it?
No, but you can skip a Stargate for extra chrono boost. That's 1 extra void ray right there.
I think I could play Protoss in this tournament. I would win this. It must be so easy. Just 2 base, you full wall with a Forge. Like you play like there's some Protoss players that play like Roti.
Roti
You
would
play
have
like
won.
Roti.
Actually, Roti would have beaten you probably. In
Yeah,
that
yeah,
series
for
against
sure.
Skillous.
I mean, I
Rocky
would
won
not
the
have.
game on Curious Minds. That's
I
for
would
sure.
not. I would not have played like that. I would have played the proxy hatch though against him. And
He
I
would have
don't think he
lost.
would-
It was awful.
No, the proxy hatch. It's because I played three hatches instead of 1 after he cannon rushed me.
Yeah, crazy much. It was actually so fun. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't make it best of 7, best of 9.
Yeah,
I had a great time playing. Like I don't know how it was for casting. Maybe the games were all
it's
a little bit
difficult.
one-sided.
Yeah, it's very difficult, but it was a good time to watch. Yeah, there might be a future in this, but
No,
No,
I'm
I
not
don't think
sure.
so.
This is not good.
Zerg is too busted. Maybe the 1.25 or whatever I saw.
yeah,
And
1.25.
CVC is way too stupid. Come on.
ZVZ is mega. Well, if they would fix the mining, then ZVZ would be better.
Yeah, first of all, we need a mod that's actually accurate because this didn't make sense. Like those games, like there's no build orders, there's nothing. Like
Yeah,
if the economy was super accurate, then I would actually play hatch first, just standard stuff.
Yeah,
but-
same. Well, I went like 14 Overlord, 18 gas, 18 pool usually, and that felt the best because you just have less.
Yeah,
stuff to
you
work
go
with.
like 17 or 18 hatch, yeah.
Yeah.
And 12 will hit so fast. I don't know, just.
Yeah, exactly.
So your
Hatch-
hatchery is later, and there's 12 who hits faster. Like so hatch first is just not viable at all, even with perfect play.
Yeah. But destroying the Terrans was very fun.
Yeah, I
without
can't imagine.
any chance whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel like uThermal had some chances. No,
Yeah, maybe.
What if they play like super
passive with
super
tanks.
campy with mech?
Yeah, or just tanks. What about tank bio?
No, that doesn't work. Ultras are so busted. If it was a best of 7, you know what I would have played against? So I would have tried 2 base Ultra as a banter. But since he didn't want the best of 7, I didn't want to do it. I also wanted to do it against Miko, but then I realized
Wait, is there a new StarCraft 2 patch?
we're not gonna
Winter
get past.
Winter
Format.
just posted on Twitter, or is it some troll?
It must be a troll because
It must be a troll.
there's no patch.
There's no patch. There's no patch, Miko.
Imagine-
Right. He's just that. No, never mind.
Huh.
I got
Almost
my
there.
hope up.
All right, boys. I think that's it. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you guys next time, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, see you.
Bye.
Bye bye.